remember doing that. Please excuse my random mumblings. I just found out one of my nice markers, the cover was open. I don't know what the hell happened. It might have just fallen off, but it's. Oh, I hate when that happens. Stupid. Oh, I forgot I had these. These are actually not too bad. Out of, I mean, you still have to activate it, and it's kind of annoying, but um, the thin lines, it's pretty thin, but not as thin as I want. At the same time, though, it's the thinnest you're gonna get, so you can't be super picky. It's all right, and it has like an I don't know about satin finish. It has a slightly glossy finish, so I kind of like it. All right, if that's the look you're going for. Hi, yes, it's Friday, and that means I have to do 2 live streams. Or I can do the one today, the extras, and then I do it tomorrow. I haven't confirmed it yet because my schedule is kind of stupid. It kind of rides on the coattails of me going fishing tomorrow or whatever, and one of my husband's fishing friends kept updating him about the smaller smelt and the showing up during this week because apparently this fisherman, he fishes during the weekday, a huge advantage over what my husband does, which is on the weekends. So he said that, hey, there's a small smelt, want some? Husband said yes. We're going tomorrow. um I think I also mentioned on Instagram I went to the Cherry Blossom Festival. I did buy what I could. This isn't from Cherry Blossom Festival, but oh my god, I love this so much. I don't like this. What is I mean, I should just remove. Actually, I'll remove it now. It's not like I'm gonna sell it to anyone. Don't touch my stuff. But what irks the hell out of me is why do they make the tag? It's like the size of a freaking national flag. What's going on here? What is this? This is like the CVS receipts here. What's going on here? And it's more visible than the poor little plush, and it's stinking adorable, but overshadowed by the literal coattail of this freaking tag. And I think I might have made my on the live stream. I made my shelf, my drawer stuck. I don't know what's causing it. I've been hiding my scissors from my son. He likes to cut things that aren't. I heard a crack. What crack is that? I don't know. I hope it's nothing of value. Who knows anymore? Ugh, okay, get out of here. And this is usually a, you know, Asian slash Japanese international merch, and I prefer their work way more than the US stuff. It's still kind of expensive, don't get me wrong, but I like the one thing that Shop Disney Online did right. They brought the international stuff. They actually acknowledged their stuff's really cute. We got a bank. So they have like their own separate collab, International Shop Disney. So you can buy some of these in the US now, which I took advantage of. Clearly, I took advantage of because also, I think I've shown this, but I can't help but show it again because, well, this is the keychain version. I kind of wish it was still pink, but I also like pastel purple, so I'm going to let it slide. And I think this is the cherry blossom themed merch for this year. I like it a lot. And I think my phone camera cannot handle this much cute because it keeps focusing on everything and anything. A pastel potato. Also, bear in mind, there is ongoing construction work next door, so you're going to hear some booms, thwacks, and power tools. They are out of my control. If you're wondering, why can't you just use those soundproof thingies? I don't have a door for this room. It's one of those really old kind of rooms where they use this accordion sliding sort of door that instead of sliding, while it slides, it pushes like an accordion. That was the structure of this house. It was a stupid old house. Okay, so I think eventually it was removed, but yeah, we never replaced it with a door. Sorry. Anyway, what the heck am I doing? How many minutes is it? Okay, it's 5 minutes. I need to start working on stuff. Maybe I might have a micro haul. I don't. Maybe not. I don't know. I have a few things. It's not a lot. Oh, I did buy a handful, but thankfully I stopped. Sort of stopped. Okay. Well, I can show my card progress later on. I did add a bit more. Oh, hello. What's up? And thank you. I am just trying to get some art rearing to go because, fun fact, I haven't been doing much art lately and it pisses me off. I was not in a good mood. I'll admit that much. Old lady problems and all that. But I'm trying to push myself to do something. They say, "Oh, don't do anything. You should rest. You should." When I rest, I don't want to do anything, and when I don't want to do anything, art is one of them. It's easy for me to just drop the stuff at my age, my ginormous age. So I'm going to make myself do some more art. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do anything at all. I could just lie in bed. Oh, actually, I did want to lie in bed. I've been doing that more lately, and it's okay, but it's so easy to just not do a damn thing. It's so easy. That's why a lot of people do it. That's why they just sit around and watch Netflix, sit around and watch whatever stuff on, on their TV, and I can't do that. That's one thing about me. I don't like sitting around just watching TV for hours, having a marathon. Um, I tried it. I have shit to do. Okay, bye. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah, what I say bores people to tears. I am aware. Let me see. Let me try to go on my live stream thing on the PC first. So, um, to make sure it works. Sometimes, like the last weekend or so, or extras, I think it wasn't working. It was kind of weird. Okay, and then I set my thing to mute so it's not super awkward for me to look at it because I don't like hearing my own voice. Even though I do these things, it's kind of, yeah, I have some weird quirks I noticed. It's not affecting my life negatively, it's just things I notice and it happens. All right, so what do I have here on this spread? Let's see. I wanted to work on this first. While I initially wanted to work on more cherry blossom cards, I want to fill that iridescent photo album, card album I shown just now. I got something to do, but I have all these other things I gotta do. I gotta figure out what the heck do I put on here. I'm gonna paint this orange because he set something on fire. I guess this one is a cream color. I've been showing this and don't do anything with it. I'm overdue. Yeah, I tried to draw human. What's his face? I know I know his name's Vecna. I know he has an English. I mean human name, but I don't feel like talking about it. I'm tired, but I'm gonna paint over him. I don't like how this turned out. It's not working out for me. Sorry. This one, some of the colors are not correct, but I think F it. I'm gonna just wing it with what I have here, and it's fine. This one, I need to find a reference. This is, I guess, in dedication to one of the paintings I did during my old a group live stream I did maybe 2 years ago, and I sold the painting. But I kind of like that one and this one, so yeah. Anyway, I have a bunch of crap to do. But oh, I have more potato babies. You can go look at them or something for a bit. Okay, let's do some painting. And also, I think in one of my trashy outtakes of the live stream before it got messed up, I noticed these are popular now. I wasn't buying this for the sake of popularity. I just thought, oh, it looks like those potato bugs or pill bugs or roly poly bugs. And I was like, okay, I don't like this very much eventually because it has it feels sticky to the touch. I like the feeling better when you squish it, like you rotten little you stress ball, right? Did I forget to turn off my notifications? Yes, I did. Let me just set that right over yonder. Okay, much better. Now, I like this one more. This one was the one I was introduced to. Well, my husband likes stress balls for some weird reason. But this one, it bounces back, so there's a bit more resistance, so it returns to its original shape. And I like the blue one more, but he took my blue one. I was like, fine, I'll have the purple. But these are the only two I have, and this one I don't because it also attracts dust and yucks. And but I use it to hold up my phone. It has purpose. That's my ghetto phone camera stand. Yeah, it helps me. It's useful. It has a purpose. That's good, right? Let's see. Let's do the easy stuff first, which is paint over my blight of existence. Okay, let's see here. What I usually do is either pick a color or use white, but since there's dark colors on it, I'm gonna paint over it with white. And then I will probably use whatever color and just figure it out from there. It could be anything. It's really, oh god, nothing that's, I need a lighter brush, I think. Okay. Oh, they're kind of stiff. What the heck? I mean, my baby hands. Yesterday, I finally started, goodbye forever. Was it Victor Creed? I don't know. Oh no, I have to make this go closer so it's not too. Okay, that's a lot less far. Good. Hey, sorry, my phone is charging at the same time, but the cord is a bit wonky, so it tends to vibrate when it feels like it, whenever that is. I usually don't do these recordings early, but I want to take advantage while the construction workers are using less power tools, but there's no guarantee said power tools will stay quiet. And right now they're pounding away doing God knows what, throwing bowling balls at each other for all I know. I'd like to make stuff up to guesstimate what the heck they're really doing. I don't like spying on people, so I tend to make stuff up about them. I mean, I gotta entertain myself somehow in all this chaos and noise. They've been doing this for several months. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Here we go with the hitting with the hammers, I assume. Or they're banging their heads on the walls. They can be doing that. Okay, so there's first layer, and I gotta let it dry. See how fast that is? That's the easy stuff. The harder stuff is the ones where I'm like, what do I do next? That is almost always my problem with these cards sometimes. Almost always, because I don't know what I'm doing. It sounds like I know what I'm doing, but 9 out of 10 times, like, oh. Oh my god. Oh. I was like, let's look for orange. I picked up this one. And I was like, I think it's, I don't know. I've been kind of loopy these days. I think my old lady problems are affecting me. My poor, befuddled brain. Okay, I need to stop talking weird. Whatever that is. Okay, I'm going to let this dry over yonder so there's more room. This one, orange, because this guy, he set something on fire to hide some evidence, I think. It's a Chinese drama mystery sort of series called Playing Go. And you think, oh, that's a Japanese game. Well, yeah, they play it in China too. Did you know that? And it was, wait, I think, is it originally a Chinese game? It might be. I go look on Google. I cannot confirm right now. I mean, I could look on right now, but I'm painting. I'll do it later. But it's a really good show. I didn't think I would be interested because I have zero interest in Go. And here's the thing about me, even if I have zero interest in whatever, if there's a reason for me to find like some level of thought, that's that's thought provoking, like, oh, I didn't think about it like that, I will freaking gain interest despite my zero interest. At least 5%. That's better than nothing. But anyway, yeah, I watched all of it. I was like, oh, okay. And it's an interesting story. I've been watching not recently, but the stuff I am interested in the TV series are Chinese thrillers and dramas. It's been pretty cool. I like them a lot. I like them better than, sorry to say, Korean dramas and Japanese dramas. I used to like Japanese dramas when I was younger, but then I noticed there's a kind of cartoon quality in some of their dramas, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit too much for me. Some people like it. For me, I'm like, while I do like realism, I want some level of grounding. Like, okay, now this is a bit much. if they can tell a pretty interesting story, despite the cartooniness, I'll let it slide. But in most cases, once I start seeing something cartoony or a 20, 30 something old woman starts acting way too cute for her age, I just shut down and don't want to watch it. I've seen that way too many times. I can't take the damn thing seriously. So I tend to not watch that stuff. But a lot of people seem to like such things. Don't ask me, I don't know. I'm the minority. Anyway, sorry for my weird voice. Okay, so I got the easy stuff done. I painted one, and this one should be, oh yeah, yeah. The thing about acrylic paint, it is quite fast drying. That's good. I did hear about that Avatar movie that got entirely leaked out by some hackers. In dedication, my cabbage. The rare times I see figurines and they got someone right, I love it. I seen the other figurines at Target and I'm like, but this one, he deserves it. He's always getting his cabbages destroyed. I'm like, oh, I know the pain. Not in cabbages, but other things. Okay, what color do I do this? Good question. I don't know. Oh, Captain, my Captain, please help me choose paint. And that's not part of it. I just pick shit up. I am a sucker for blue, so there's also green. I said I don't do a lot of green, but turns out a lot of my work does have a lot of green in it. Yeah, I don't know. I do have blue. I have blue. Screw it, I'll just do blue. I don't know. I don't know. As for what I have an idea of, I have no idea. That I'll figure that out later. My goodness gracious. Okay, where's my thing to clean out? How'd your guys' week go? If you're willing to answer. Mine was kind of shitty. But there were some good ones, good stuff in between, but I was just not in a good mood. And I was like, oh my God, I hate it. I hate it. I usually keep it bottled in, but I know that's not good. Like he's trying to express himself, and this like, shut up, okay? I don't want to hear it from you. Same time though, I some good things did happen. I did spend time with some family, and we went to a Korean barbecue. Is it Japanese barbecue, Korean barbecue? I get confused because it says Yakin. It has a Japanese name. I don't want to say the whole name, but has a Japanese name. But I see Korean pop music in the on their screens, and I was like, okay. I don't know, but okay. But the food was pretty damn good, and one of the family friends members helped us out, and they're freaking experts at making Korean barbecue. It was really cool, and I was so thankful of her for doing that, because I'm like, if it were up to me and I made any of that Korean barbecue, it's gonna be chewy and charred and with black stuff in it, and I'm like, okay, you're the expert. I'll leave it in your hands. I defer to you. Please help. It was a smart choice for me to admit that, because I ate a lot. I was like, oh crap. But there's a reason why they don't serve a lot of rice, so you can eat more of the meat. I usually like to eat with more rice, but in this case, you're able to stuff in more meat if you eat less rice. I'm like, okay, I see what you did there. But yeah, oh my God, I ate so much. How I managed to roll myself down the stairs, I don't know, but it was really freaking good. And then, yeah, I rarely go to restaurants as an invite. And it's usually with family. And yay, I don't have friends in real life. That is how it is. I don't want to turn this sort of deal like I am middle aged and I have no friends and I'm okay with that. I'm like, I'm not okay with that. That sucks. It sucks to not have people to hang around with. At the same time, though, when I think about it, if I were to get along with others, 9 out of 10 times we don't have a lot in common. That's what I mean in the title, getting along. I usually defer to other people. I'm not defer, but like I try, not humor either. I mean, we may not have a lot in common, but I sometimes do ask questions about their stuff, and then they get super excited and start talking about their stuff more. And on the other side of the coin with me, I have a hard time sharing what I like because 9 out of 10 times, or okay, 9.75% out of 10 of the time, they don't like what I like. Or they pretend and then, or they actually don't show any interest. And I don't know about you, but that crushes my damn soul every time I do that. So I tend to not say too much, or it's kind of surface level, like, oh, I like to do art stuff, and that's generally about it. And I'm pretty honest about that. And they're like, oh, yeah, I can only draw stick figures, and that's not even good. You know how many times I've heard that? And some artists have like this ongoing joke, like the stupid things they hear from people who don't draw. And I'm like, yeah, that's normal, that's fine. But sometimes I offer, hey, do you want me to teach you to some, how to draw, or do you want a drawing? And sometimes they don't say like they'll say no, and it's like, no, 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 I'm too busy. And I was like, I'm offering you, and it's free if you're my friend. They're like, no. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, that's on you then. I offer free service. You don't want it. That's on you. But yeah, I have a hard time getting along with others with just hobbies alone. This isn't about it's relationship. No, it's just like even hobbies I notice. It sucks. I hate it. But at the same time, it's been going on for years. So I just end up just you know what? I don't mind hearing what other people like. If there's a few things that we do like, I don't mind. But most of the stuff I like that they also like, it's kind of surface level. I'm not as invested as the stuff I like Sanrio. Sanrio. I'll explain this in a bit later. But and my art isn't just one or two specific things. It's a whole bunch of things. Like while I do card art, I also do larger paintings. I also do um crafts every so often, but I kind of well, this counts as a craft, I guess. I don't know. But I do a bunch of things if I feel the need to try it, or I add extra details to my work if I can, and that involves maybe felted wool, clay, fabrics, painting on glass sometimes. I don't do them as much because I don't have enough time. So it sucks, but I should be glad I'm able to do this at all. The other thing is, I have a hard time making artist friends. I have to be kind of careful. I've encountered this was during the DA days. I encountered like at least one or two racist people. And they kind of put I think they were the early first red flags that I encountered in the art community where they were racist. Um I won't dwell on that too much cuz I got better things to do, jerk. So there is that. The other ones that kind of irked me in the art community are people who approach me like complete strangers asking me to draw nude stuff, and I'm like, "What? What do you need that for?" And it's like, "Oh, but artists draw naked stuff all the time." Yeah, but not for you. It's human. It's anatomy study at most, and the human body is a work of art. But if you're just being a weirdo about it, then I don't know about that. And then some days after you see their name, and then there's like an icon that represents they were banned. So the trash took itself out. But yeah, those were the main ones I had when I was in DeviantArt earlier on. I also saw some DeviantArt um, videos recently about how it fell from grace, or no one wants to go there anymore, or they're just abandoned ship. Get out of this place. It sucks because they pretty much tried to do interesting, not very good things when it comes to keeping their audience, and involving AI, and you need to have subscriptions or your artwork will get stolen if it's still free. I'm like, what the hell? That's stupid. But yeah, I had easier times getting along with other artists online in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. But then as I got older and the internet changed, I think that's around the time when the artist community became a little bit more disjointed, a bit awkward. isolative maybe. And I think in order to garner a legit community with other artists, you have to go out in person now. That's what I think it looks like. You have to do those conventions, work with other art, um, no, not work. Well, yeah, work, collab. Also do those, what are those? My brain farted. You didn't hear it, but it farted. It had a silent but deadly one. um Networking, yes, you have to network when you do these conventions, and you may have some, I had a friend who I think their booth was canceled or for whatever reason at one convention. A really cool friend of mine, I know him for many years, and then he was venting that he lost, I think he lost a spot in one convention, but then another convention was happening, and someone he knew in a past convention approached him and said, "Hey, we have an extra open slot here, an open booth availability for you. You can come over to this con instead." He's like, "Oh yeah, I will take it." So that's one massive, massive plus, massive green flag for networking in other conventions. If something like that happens, and you have good relations with these people and they like your work especially, and you're overall a really cool person, there'll be people to back you up, and I seriously think that's so damn cool. That's one thing about the art community I really enjoy. Like, when they got your back, they got your back, and I love that. As for me nowadays, it's from a distance and I have to accept it. But the swap meets, or the vintage whatever pre-owned stuff, or the conventions for artists, I don't think I have the energy and time to do those things. That's why I don't really do them. At most, I would like to go to the conventions and try to support what I can, but a lot of the stuff I see, sad to say, I'm not interested in. That's a problem I've been having recently. I know what I like, and a lot of the things I see I don't like, or I don't care. And I hate sounding that level of like, oh, that's kind of harsh, that's kind of rude or cold. Yeah, I know, but I also, one of the major reasons why people don't spend, that's another kind of video I see on YouTube, like conventions are declining because people don't want to buy things anymore. Prices have gotten expensive. That's another reason why I don't want to buy things at conventions in general. Everything's expensive. And we there's fees for the gas, fees for the parking, fees for the stupid tickets, you know, all that. Or if you're from another state or even another country, you have to pay for plane tickets, hotel tickets. If you have a booth in reservation, you got to pay a fee. There's all these, and you got to buy food, you got to buy, whatever's, all that costs money. That's, you know, and I haven't even gone to a lot of conventions. I stopped around I think the last time I went was 2000, I'm going to say 17 or 18. Yeah, it's freaking, no, I think it's 2018. It's stupid expensive, and fuck it. Plus, I don't like crowds. um, the few ones I went here when they were still here, and I liked them a lot, there were crowds, but not as excessive as, say, like Comic Con in San Diego. Like, they also called it Line Con. Oh, I've been doing this. Take a break. I don't like dealing with that crap. I know it's like, oh, if you're a true fan, you like, no. I think if I were by myself or with someone that would be patient with line waiting and stuff, and help with paying for room and board for like hotels. I don't know about Airbnbs. I don't know. I'm kind of paranoid. I would rather have that scenario, but I have a family now and they're kind of impatient, especially, well, my family. If I do things they don't or have little to no interest, I'm going to have not problems, but it's going to be kind of annoying. So I have to take my family into consideration. But if it's nearby and I can just go by myself, that is totally fine. Yeah, a lot of things I like, not even my family likes, or they like it short term and they like something else that they prefer. I guess that's better than nothing, but it's also like, dang, man. That's such a killjoy when you have a hard time finding other people who like the same stuff as you. And so you end up not talking about it. And then when you do find someone to talk to about it, and then it's like, oh, you can kind of tell a mile away, oh, they're not going to like what I like. You can introduce a small amount, and then, oh, they're not going to like what I like. But there's a few instances where I do share things that I do get along with, and it's like only one or two people and they're busy. So I try not to bother them. But when we do reconnect and talk about things we like, be something like Soul Edge or what is it? Some other crap I forgot. I just remember Soul Edge, and we would talk about the intro song and just geeking around playing that stuff as kids. I enjoy that kind of talk, or talking about Eon Flux and how weird. What's his face? Trevor Goodchild. Is that his name? Trevor Goodchild? I don't know, but we would just get about that stuff. I enjoy those kinds of talks, but then they go and went, and they came and went, and that's how it is. And it's kind of sad, but at the same time, I do enjoy those times where we're able to talk and catch up on things and have nostalgia trips. It's really fun. But yeah, I have to be aware at my age, they get fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. And that sucks. But at the same time, that can't be helped. That's what happens when you're an adult. You see your friends less. I mean, no. There are people who still have friends from as far back as like middle school or even preschool. Like, dang, man. I don't think I would get along with anyone I knew back as far as preschool. Like, ugh. Um, Catholic school, which I came from, yeah, I see a bunch of people that still like, oh man, and they post their lives and stuff, and I can't be like that. I post once in a while, or it's about fishing and or old stuff about my kid, and or I troll my brother. And that's about it. I don't invest too much on butt book. You stay on there long enough, you see all the crazy people come out of the woodwork, and it's kind of unsettling to be in a place where they have access to your profile. It's kind of odd. But yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm like out of the screen. I'm sorry. Oh, looks like she has a face mask on. I can't pronounce the Korean names. I'm so sorry. I try to listen, but what it's spelled out versus what I hear, they sound like two different things. This is one of the characters from Real Woman. I really enjoy that cartoon. I try to show someone, they did. I don't think they even watched it. See, that's the other thing. If I share something 9 out of 10 times, they're not gonna watch it or listen to it. So I'm like, why should I even bother? Anyway, if they watch this and get butthurt, well, you know what you did. Anyway, I'm kidding. I can't force people to like what I like. That's kind of silly. At the same time, though, it is kind of tiring because a lot of things that I like, not a lot of people like, and a lot of things people like, even the edgy, interesting, unique stuff, I still don't like it. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe when I was younger, I might have liked some of the stuff that younger people like, but not now. No, I'm just tired. But I still try to cram in as much art as I can. Like right now, this is good. I'm doing something. I did a few cherry blossom cards. Oh, I should work on some at least. I said I was gonna work on cherry blossom cards, and I lied. I ended up doing these, but I'll throw in a card or two, at least the pencil art, and then I can show the album that I had just now. There is a small update, so this is good. This is good. Better than no. I think the worst case scenario is I don't do anything. And it has gotten like that this past week. It's like, oof, gosh, it's upsetting for me compared to my usual output of work. So I need to push myself. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. No one's going to, I mean, they're like, oh, well, we'll be ready for you when you're ready to go back and try. I can't do that. The longer I take a break, I'm not going to do any art, anything. I could just lie in bed and doom scroll. It's that easy. It's so easy. And I need to not do that. So, therefore, I have to push myself. Even if in the back of my mind, I'd rather crawl back in bed and not give a damn about art, I need to do it. it will go to waste. And it's the one thing I'm good at. That's another main reason. It's seriously the only thing I'm good at. The other thing is, yeah, I think I mentioned before, there's a lot of people complaining about why are you always liking AI art and supporting AI art? Where's the traditional artist support? You need to support traditional artists. you know and but then they're like, not your stuff, I want someone else's stuff. And it usually is the super prodigy of prodigies, or they do the same fan art of like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, Legend of Zelda, all that, Pokemon, Nintendo anything. You do all that stuff, or the super hyper detailed stuff that looks like realistic, like a photograph. Then you're under the traditional art's good graces of popularity. Whereas people who do other stuff, like me, they're like, I don't want that. Like maybe a small few, always, always thank you so much. But in terms of a wider audience, oh hell no, I'm not gonna get that. um, I would like to complain more about that, but that's just how the algorithm works. It feels. But the other thing is, I also don't want to be too popular. Yeah, it's kind of like I want this, but I don't want the symptoms of all this other stuff happening and weirdos approaching me. And the other thing is, I don't sound or look like my age. So when people, I was trying to tell another friend earlier this week about my age. They were shocked. They thought I was at least 10 years younger. And I'm like, no, I don't. I think it's one thing where you look your age and sound your age, or you look like your age but you sound old. I don't have that. If you're curious, guess how old I am. You can mention in the comments. Guess how old I am. If you don't know me. If you know me, you can shut up. Don't. But the ones who are wandering on here and you actually watch this far, guess in the comments, how old do I sound like? I remember one time in one of my old live streams, someone guessed if I was 21. I was like, oh God, hell no. As much as I want to say I wish I was 21, I don't, because 21 in this age, ooh, I don't think I'd be able to handle 21 in the year of 2025, 2026. Well, at the time it was 2025. But yeah, I wouldn't want to be 21 in this day and age. Ugh. With what I know, oh gosh. So I am glad with my age and what I grew up with, which was, yeah, there was a time when there was no internet. When I actually say that, that showcases my age. I was at a time where I could ride bikes and by myself and no one gave a crap. I can listen to my headphones and gripe at the recording button that doesn't want to function when I'm trying to get my freaking favorite song on the freaking radio. And yeah, once I start talking about my childhood, my age starts falling out of my butt. But I think if I were to showcase my age even more, is me trying to use today's trendy words, idioms, and stuff that I mentioned I don't like. I don't like using those. I think if I were to clarify what I mean, then I would have to use that as, to reiterate what I meant. And that's if I even remember what those stupid words are, because I think they're stupid. Excuse me. Yeah, this is going to take a while. This is kind of boring, but it is what it is. Oh no, are they throwing things around? Sorry, I'm hearing thumping noises outside. Do I have another one of these? This one's kind of chunky. That's why I'm also struggling. I think another way to do these paints, if all your paints are not chunky and you can still work with them, and I don't have that. Hey man, you gotta work with what you got. Oh wait, back. Is this her hair color? Maybe 39 minutes. I didn't do much of anything. Okay, so I'm gonna work on her hair a little bit and then I'll let it dry. Oh no, she has orange. Oh, this is not opened yet. I have one here. Where are you? Oh. Oh gosh, that freaked me out. I was like, is that an alarm? No, it's just my phone having a hissy fit. Anyway, why is there hair? Oh, that's my hair. The hair on my head. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I try my best to get along with others, knowing that I will not make any artist friends. I mean, it's not like I don't welcome them. It's just I don't know, but I do. It doesn't mean I don't have any artist friends. I only have a few, and they don't live in the same state as me. So, eh, to some degree, I don't mind. But I think in recent years, it's like, oh my god, how long do I have to be like this? That's the other thing. Hey, can I get along with people more? Probably not. Sorry, I'm hearing stuff. It's not even charging. What are you even doing? What's the point of you existing? USB cord? Gosh, sorry. Yeah, maybe why I don't make friends is I talk to inanimate objects. Not in public. Well, does live stream count as public? But I know I don't do that in an open public in real life setting for sure. I hope. I don't think I do. Anyway, sorry, I'm like talking left and right. I'm trying to be consistent with the titles I choose, so I think I covered that. I also need to work on not laughing in between, but I don't know, a lot of the things I say out loud sounds funny, and it makes me laugh, and I should do something about that. But then I do notice it's not a very good trait. I do notice on YouTube they don't have that. They only have it in like once or twice, and then that's it. And then I'm doing it like every other sentence. Maybe I should work on that. Yeah, I'm editing myself on live stream as we go on. Yeah, that's what I do now too. Let's see what else to talk about that isn't like that. Like, how do I solve that problem? Well, I don't know. I should go out more, touch grass, go to public. Like, oh, that's the other thing. If you're an extrovert, that's not a problem. But then when you're, I guess I am an introvert with minor things to consider. And and I think it also depends how well you know the locals here. And if you don't like how they look, well, not look, and that can't be helped, but like if you don't like how they sound or how they talk, or I don't know. A lot of people I listen to them talk. I don't watch them. I don't want to look at people too long. But I will hear how they talk when passing. 9 out of 10 times I don't like it. Yeah, a lot of 9 out of 10 times, and it's in the negative. I need to not be like that, but I mean, how honest can I get? And that's the other thing. I think I mentioned in another stream, there was a chance I was able to get along with people that sounded similar to me, and I actually interacted with them, although it is still online. But when I did talk to them, I didn't like them. I was like, oh god, do I sound like that? Am I that much of a pessimist? I think around that time I wanted to change how I sounded, like a little bit, like not change, but like improve and to not sound that dejected and deadpan. And it's kind of annoying to hear yourself in another person. You would think, oh, we have so much in common. We will get along fine. No, I don't know why. I was like, do I sound like that? Holy shit. I want to punch myself in the face. So yeah, I don't talk to those people anymore. But at the same time, it's like, man, that level of self awareness, when it hits you, it freaking hits you. It's pretty insane. So that's why I don't sound as negative as I used to be. Well, what helps is obviously more outside experience in terms of like traveling abroad and working a bit, or yeah, working overseas, as well as vacation abroad can be okay too, but sometimes tourists nowadays especially, ugh, they need a leash. Okay, sorry, my husband's updating me on some information just now, not related. But yeah, I should probably work on my, but a lot of things, I did look up art related activities, and they're late. They're usually during after work hours, and they're in the evening time. And where I'm at, I don't want to be wandering. I mean, you could take Uber and stuff, or, just to be on the safe, driving, and I don't want to spend money on gas. But at the same time, you have to consider your options and the area. And if you're not careful at night by yourself, or to make friends. It's like, ugh, is it worth it? And then you have to, if you make friends, you have to engage more. And then the more I think about it as an introvert, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Never mind. I'll just paint at home. Yeah, some of these activities you have to pay money. I was like, I don't want to pay money for, but they need money for supplies and shit. But then I'm like, I could just do that at home for free. So not only my antisocial tendencies pop out, also my frugal tendencies pop out as well. Like, oh god, this is a lot harder than I thought. It's a little funny, but also kind of upsetting. I was like, what the heck? How come I can't even get out of the house without being worried about? Yeah, because everything's expensive as balls, right? So especially nowadays, like shit. I don't know. The things I think about, I wonder how I function. Oh my god. I saw those Trader Joe's bags, not in person, but I saw them on eBay just to see how much. I might actually go that route. They're not as they're I think they're supposed to be like $3.99 or $2.99 in person, but then when you see it online, they're charging $30. I'm like, but the other side of the coin is you get the whole set. But the other side of the coin is I'll get them dirty if I use them. Are they just like collecting, or do I buy a second one so I have one to use and one see? Because this is what I do sometimes. If there's something I really like but I want to use it outside of the house, I will buy a double. I will buy one for me to keep clean and the other one for me to wreck. That I don't know if other people do that, but I do that. Not all the time, but sometimes. Also, I will also buy characters I don't give a shit about, and I will use it openly. Like I don't care for Hello Kitty that much, and Kuromi. I don't, but I like purple, but I don't like Kuromi from the Sanrio. So I will use their stuff, and then that's it. Other stuff I rarely ever use that I like in public because I'm clumsy as hell. I had not so good luck with using things that I enjoyed or what my friends gave me. I hope they don't see this. But I try to preserve the really cute things I like because I don't want my stuff falling off, which has happened before. Oh my god. And it was also a necklace. That was one of that freaks me the hell out. And I thought, and that was like in 2010, I think, or 2000, maybe 2010. But then I thought, okay, maybe my luck is fine now. And I got a keychain from a really cool friend. And when I wore the keychain on my bag and I got home, the keychain's gone. I was so mortified. I was like, ah! I went outside. I had to bring my kid with me because there's no one at the house to babysit him. So I had to go with a kid to look for my keychain. I couldn't find the damn thing. So I had to go on eBay and replace it. Thankfully, they had one. But it was stupid expensive because it's not from here. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I freak out about using cute things, especially keychains. Also, the ball chain thing, that don't work for me. I have to reinforce it. That is a freaking nightmare. Okay, I'm gonna try some other cards. Let this one dry. This is kind of yes, this is what I'm going for. And while the art is like, oh, that's ugly. Shut up. It's hella funny, and I the art style grew on me, and I actually like it. Okay, let me try to see what side it is because it's kind of hard for me to remember. I'm gonna look at my card. Okay, so it's like this. I had another card in mind, but my reference is on my phone. I can't look at it right now, so it should be this way. All right. I have to remember because if I draw wrong, I mess up the card order somehow. I guess I might not be able to do these two. Sorry, Freakazoid and Pachaco. I wonder if I should do a separate channel of my collections because I noticed those get more popular than my art stuff. That is something to consider because I need to clean out my closets. I say closets, but it's really one, but I throw it in another room's closet and it's not mine. But I need to clean that stuff out because I need to either throw out or I don't know about giveaway or make them as gifts because people, like I said, what I like, a lot of people don't like. And I would probably make them as gifts for a few friends that Yeah, this is gonna be kind of. What the hell do I have? For some reason, I'm looking at references right now, and there's a shark with a bikini on, and it has boobs. Like, what did I save? I'm not showing you. I don't want to traumatize you. I was like, what the hell? Omega. Oh no, I don't want to draw Jim Lee stuff. Sorry, I'm mumbling. Um, I already drew that mouse. Oh my god. Yeah, some of the things I have on my. Okay, now they're hitting stuff now. I also need to work on things that I am not very comfortable or not used to drawing. One of which, though I have drawn them, but I should draw them more. Men, actual, not characters, not Venom, not the Joker. Actual, and I don't mean the movies that Joker, like live action. No, I actually mean actual people. I already found a few to draw, but yeah, they're probably conventionally attractive. That's probably that's one. I mean, there's other. I also want to try to draw old people too, because that is a lot of detail, and I'm like, oh, I should try to draw old people too. And then scenery, backgrounds, landscapes I can do, so it's not too much of a big deal. But I need to work on things I am not very comfortable at working on, just because, because. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna draw. Oh my god, I can't. Lately, my photo option isn't working. I don't know what's going on. Did my son do something? He might have done something. Because now I have to tell my husband what's going on. This is his computer, and he might be able to fix it. Okay, I'm gonna draw a chihuahua. What are they doing? Fun fact: I don't care for chihuahuas, but sometimes if they have a nice temper, they can be super cute. And I had the fortune of encountering a very cute chihuahua. It was one of my old friend's cousin's chihuahua. She already passed away, I think, earlier this year. She lasted pretty long. That poor little baby. She was so cute. But I think she might have gained some weight from medication, so she's not in her best of physical health. But she was I don't know how old she passed away, but usually tiny breeds tend to live pretty long. So she lived quite the life, and she was definitely loved. So yeah, rest in peace. I won't say her name, but yeah, she was a very cute dog, but a little bit round. I mean, I like round babies, but at the same time, I was like, oh, she's so small. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry, I wasn't watching the chat. I'm sorry. I was like going off tangent about at least 5 different things. Recreate the outdated endomorph mesomorph charts. That sounds like a lot. Where's my paper? I should write that down. Oh no, I moved my stuff again. Ugh, yeah, I was cleaning up this past week. That's why I was also kind of cranky. I hate cleaning. I get allergies fast. So I tend to drag my feet and not want to do it. That's not a good habit. Don't end up like me. But I don't even know what that is. So let me just write it down and look up what that. What is that from, by the way? I'm old, so I don't know what that is. Oh, good. Because this past week I was not in the zone. My zone was probably up my butt. I'm sorry for that descriptive. How you been? Yeah, my live stream weekday schedule is a bit sporadic. I have no guarantee I'll be on because, for starters, I was gonna go on yesterday and the day before, but I have construction work, and yesterday they were quite heavy set on the power tools, and it was really upsetting. So I didn't want to be that annoying. But today they had power tools this morning, but it's not as excessive. But now they're hammering the other side of the wall. Yeah. No more, some more. I'm writing it down, I swear. just, oh my God. I haven't written on paper too often except for like writing grocery list, or I write a script on phone so I don't sound stupid to the representative or the agent. Let's see. Ectomorph. I think before I do all that, I should probably test on one just to see if it actually goes well, and then if I like it. That's the other thing. If I have like little to no knowledge, there's a difficult chance of me trying to finish it, but I need to have more, let's see, different body types. Taught in high school in 2009. I wasn't in high school in 2009. I graduated in 2002. So I don't know what that is. Wait, maybe my niece and nephew? Is that? Oh God, I don't know. I mean, I could look it up online still. Oh yeah. That's, is that San Diego? Oh, that's cool. What kind are they, like original characters or are they like fan art? I need to do a I was having like this brainstorm idea of just work on original characters, but I just don't show it online as much cuz constant art theft. Only that. Okay. I will look that up. But I also want to see 2002. Oh my god. Thinking back in my high school, I'm like, "Oh god. I know there are some people who want to go back to high school. I am not one of those people. It was just a big fat blur, and but I did encounter a few okay people, a few, but I am not in touch with. Oh my god, my phone likes to make noises. Oh yes, yeah, totally. If I did fan art. I don't know if you heard of Mariah Elizabeth, but I did some crafts based off of her characters, and I posted it on my old Instagram account. I can't access that first account for some weird reason. I did some security and I messed up and I forgot a password. That's my fault. And then I checked on Pinterest on at a random for her character designs. I saw my character crafts fan arts that I made of her art on Pinterest, and they got like 500 followers and likes and stuff. And I was like, I don't even have that on my original account. What the hell is that? And it's not even original work, it's fan art of another YouTuber stuff. Of course, I credit her, but then this person took my work from that Instagram account, put it on their Pinterest account, and they garnered a bunch of followers and likes. I was like, what the hell is this kind of crock of shit? Yeah, yeah. I really, yeah, it's not my work, so I can't really be like, they stole my art. A pox on the, I can't be like that, but a pox on the. Oh my God, I need to write that down. But, yeah, that's hella stupid. They got like a lot more attention than on my account. That's hella stupid. Sorry to say, but it is. Like that's but on the other side, it's not. I think I'd be more upset if it was my original art getting that kind of treatment where it's popular elsewhere but not my account. So I've been quite paranoid about such thing. That's why I just stick to art I see on Pinterest just to practice and have a good time. And yeah, I just stick to fan art so I don't feel as much pressure and paranoia when people do steal, because it's going to happen to smaller creators apparently. Oh no, I forgot about that epox on the, but it just came out of my head because I don't know. Sometimes when I throw trash down, like I do recycling, and then I throw them down the stairs because I'm gonna pick it up and put it in the bins in the garage, right? And then I would just yell stupid things from like the Princess Bride, like "Queen of the Harpies," and I use the emphasis of their stupid voices. I don't want to do it now. I still have a cold, but I would just yell like "Queen of the Harpies," and I'd be throwing like recycling boxes down the stairs and a pox on the, I just say stupid. So just, it's very therapeutic. People should try it. They have a staircase. Ooh, that's cute. I want to do that stuff. Like, I've heard about bookmaking. Those look super fun to do. The only thing is, I don't think I have the equipment for that. Or I could look on YouTube on how to do it, but sometimes they always have like fancy, elaborate, um, what is it? Materials and equipment, and I'm like, I don't have that kind of money, and that usually makes me a little bit. I don't feel like it. But yeah, bookmaking and bookbinding and little like physical pieces of work. I like those a lot. I appreciate them a lot more than nowadays because everyone's all digital and that's well and good. I even had like a friend or two tell like, "Oh, you should do your stuff digitally so I can make prints." Like, I don't want you to make prints of my stuff. Get out of my face. Hey, man, a curse is a curse is a curse. I take it. I don't blame you. Trees are pesky with their roots, making people trip. Yes. And also, especially recently with the tree pollen and they're having relations in the air and affecting our noses. Yes. That is a legit reason to curse at a tree and or 50 of them. Yes. So I should there should be like a slogan like let's curse at trees. I mean, we're not going to, chop them down, but let's curse at them anyway. They're giving us all these allergies. Oh yeah, comic magazines would be so cute too. I was like, "Ooh, I was looking at these old vintage Sanrio magazines, like these little ones that they give you in the mail. I don't know if you're into Sanrio, but they would have little magazines, and they're only like a few pages about the merch or the character personalities. And I was like, oh, these are kind of cute. I wish I kept. I think mine got thrown away, but I would like to do something of that sort if it were a magazine. But I'm not very good at magazine material. Maybe a book or like actually scrapbooks would be kind of cute too. And I do have a buttload of stationery I could put, but then pictures is another problem. I don't have physical. I mean, I could print them out, but my printer likes to be in a mood and not work when I need it to, so it's kind of a hassle. But I've been trying to do scrapbooks off and on, but I end up writing way too much of the memory because I can't remember very well. And so I just like write as much as I can, and then it's oh no, his face, the face will get cut off. Sorry. And it has oh my god, this is it's supposed to be sideways, but oh well, we're already here. We gotta commit. I think the cat with the edgy ears. I want to recreate the. Oh, that'd be cute. Watercolor is really pretty. I've seen some fan art of Pokemon with the in like a watercolor um in the watercolor. It's really pretty and I love the pastel look to it. So that's something to look into. Oh, okay. On your account? That'd be really cool. Yeah, I should not post as much as I should, but I always worry that oh people will get bored. So I also post pictures or I don't know random things, but I should do more art related things. It's just I haven't been doing as much lately. I've been like kind of in a crummy mood. It's a lot better now. Just like ugh. I think just a whole bunch of things happening recently, and it just made me kind of burnt out. A smidge and burnt out. Oh, the face got cut off because your head's so big. Not your head, the chihuahua's head, sorry. Okay. Make it a little rounded. And I was supposed to work on cherry blossom cards, but I ended up switching the schedule, and here we are. Okay, it kind of looks like a little turkey nugget. It's supposed to be a bubble, not a. I'm not good at drawing bubbles. I'll figure it out. Oh, what was your collage of? Is it like a singular theme or a whole bunch of other things? Oh, thank you. Yeah, because I'm always going fishing with my family and I'm like I don't have the mood to draw cuz it's kind of hot at the pier where I'm at and it's not like, "Oh, you can relax it." No, it's like burning my skin and my nose gets burnt. So I don't feel like I'm in the mood to draw. I would bring my art supplies though, but then it's too hot or I have to help out my family or I have to watch the fishing pole in case we catch a striped bass or a crab. And then we end up catching a crab because they like to eat chicken. Yes, and they're they're bougie like that. So instead of just throwing it out immediately, I would take a picture of it, kind of swear at it, and then throw it back. And they don't take offense. They don't have feelings, or do they? Maybe they do. I don't know. Okay, so we have one Chihuahua kind of cut off. That's most. I think I drew it too big. Oh yeah, of course. I would love to hear about it. No sarcasm. I just sound like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, tell me more about the collage. Maybe one more drawing of the thing. Actually, I can be on here pretty long. I think the latest for me to be on here is 2 p.m. It's 11:57 here Pacific Standard Time right now. But yeah, since I started early and yeah, I don't mind. Well, yeah, if you got things to do, don't worry about that. But I started early so I can be on a little longer than I thought I would, which I don't mind. Let's see, what else can I draw? There's a mermaid, but the top half is a dog. I can do fan service, but I'm kind of tired of that. I used to do that so many times, and I'm kind of tired of it. I think some of my old friends would miss that kind of stuff, and I'm like, nah, draw it yourself. You have hands. God, I need to. I think one thing I'd like to achieve, this isn't related to art, is to make insults that are very insulting without curse words. I think if you're able to do that, you're way better at throwing insults at people than just using potty words and saying F this, B that, C this, A that. I mean, I still use bad words, don't get me wrong, I still say them, but like when you actually directly attack a person with words and you use no swear words, I think that's a lot more impactful. Unless they don't understand or and they're kind of slow on the uptake, then that's on them. Digital collage of YouTube. Oh, him. Oh no, I watch his some stuff sometimes. He's gross. But some of this what suckers me in is he's really detailed in his animations and I like those even if it's really disgusting and there's like boils and pus stuff coming out. He and his voice acting's really good. I mean, it's pretty incredible. I'm like I wish I can do stuff like that, but he can do different kinds of voices which I cannot. Oh, I don't know. My throat's not very used to talking. Let me see. And four eyes, okay. And three robes from the spirit of Harry. Oh, okay. This is a picture. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, I like how even though they seem kind of polar opposites and they seem to have nothing to do with each other, they all seem to come together in your collage idea. So I think that's really cool. So that I definitely see that as a really cool job. Oh, oh, I'm sorry. That reminds me, I need to add you. I'm so sorry. I've been kind of swamped with 50 things. It's stupid. I need to remember to add you. I seen your icon. I was like, I need to add, and then I'm whisked away to do like 10 things, and I come back and my brain's dead. So I was like, I need to add you in a bit. I'll do that later today. I swear. Because right now I'm like on the phone. Wait, let me check if I have any notifications. Blah blah blah. Nothing. Okay, nothing. Ah, well, it's women unless you like women, but yeah, it was mostly like women in bikinis, but it was more like uh Japanese models from the 70s and some of the 80s. And I kind of have to sift through because some of their poses were a little awkward looking, but there were some like really nice looking ones, and they're not like super like like Sports Illustrated or Playboy here. I don't yuck, but like it looked all right. But at the same time though, I don't want to garner too much attention for that, and they just hone it like you got to draw only that. I'm not gonna do that. If they start asking me for that, I'm like, you got hands, you do it. I was like, I did a few cards. Do I have on me right now? Uh, Let me see. But I've been thinking about drawing Hawaiian dancers, and I try not to like. I'm not objectifying. I just think they're so cool because they use their knees so much, and my knees pop. So I have to like knees appreciation cards or something. Hold on, let me see if I can find them. Oh, this is deck 2. So yeah, I do these cards. See, this is what I got. All that work in the palm of my hand. Let me see if I can find the fan service. Good luck. Uh, like once in a while, for the sake of practicing anatomy, that's okay, and it's tasteful and not like I can't explain like when they try to over sexualize themselves and they make certain areas pop out. I don't like that, but if it's okay and it's like a still pose, then it's not too bad. I don't know, I'm biased. My card. Okay, so this one I did, I think this one as a puzzle sort of deal, and I changed her hair a little bit. And if people ask, "Oh, she's freaking hot. Where is she now?" She's probably in her 70s. I think that's funny. But yeah, I think that's how you get. Like, kind of like, oh gosh, I think I did it off. The downside is if you make it wonky, it's going to look wonky. So, yeah, kind of like that. Okay, it's like, oh, I'm also staring at like, oh, I forgot I did that. A lot of these cards, I forgot what I did. Oh, you can get them on Amazon. Just look up like blank cards. I don't know what kind of card you'd want. I think the standard would be blank playing cards, like like you play poker, or the. I bought these by accident. These are supposed to be message cards. The playing cards are more wider, and you have more surface area to work with, like slight. But these are a little bit more narrow. So whatever floats your boat. I bought these by accident, but then I was like, I might as well use them. So I used them, and now I have like about 300 of these freaking cards all painted. I'm like, oh my god, I lost my friggin' marbles. But oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, and I think the price is like between. It should be about $8 for a pack of 200, and a pack of two is like yeah. So there's like one deck, like two of these, one of them anyway. And they have different kinds of cards. You don't have to go white. There's also like black cards. Um, this color, like brown. I saw blue. There's also pink. You can do whatever you want with them. So that's one cool thing about cards, I think. Yeah, it's fun. I did over 300 cards. It has to be fun. I think if I wasn't having fun, I wouldn't do this at all. So I'm glad I actually like this one more. Oh, what the heck? Did I? Oh no, I think there's a paint chip on it. Oh gosh. There's one downside is sometimes the cards stick to each other and then there might be some paint chipping and I just saw one right now. Oh, so that's not supposed to be there. Oh, stop it. Yeah, this one. Oh, I love this one. I like this one more than the girl actually cuz this was too much detail. I wasn't supposed to do this much, but I got kind of carried away. Oh gosh, quiet sir out there. Yeah, I want to do a larger one like a legit canvas painting, but I'm intimidated. If I thought this was intimidating, like a full size, holy crap! I don't know. Yeah, well, what was it like? What kind of mediums do you work with besides collage, or like in general, or do you do digital art as well? Yeah, there's a bunch more, but at the same time, I get I get tired. Like I think after like second deck, I was starting to get kind of lazy. And I say lazy, but I already did like I think I counted maybe 65 cards. And yeah, it takes me a while to stop liking something I really like. Sheesh, like what the heck? He's like only oh, I forgot about this one. This one's cute. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I used to do that a lot. Pencil, pen, and ink. And watercolor. Oh, yeah. Watercolor's tough. I think initially there was a phase where it was pretty easy to adjust, but recently, maybe it's my paper or my patience or lack thereof, it's not really working out. So I would try watercolor and I love it, but then I mess up or the watercolor paint bleeds out of the line art I have. And then I have to fix it with acrylic paint. And then it's not a watercolor painting anymore. I mean, then I just say, oh, mixed media, mixed media. Let's make excuses for our mistakes. But it's still good. Just I wish I can do paintings just straight with watercolor and pencil, but oh, I'm not that good. Or I need better supplies. That is the one exception I'll say. Like you need better quality materials for watercolor because if you get it wrong, it's like, ugh, it ain't cute. Let's see, Opanchu saw. Oh, this one's kind of cute. Sorry, my son did something weird with my photo viewing. It's kind of irking the hell out of me. Oh yes. Oh no, no, she's from like a Korean TV. Oh no, not TV. Like a Korean animated show on YouTube called Real Woman. It's like a Korean cartoon. It's funny. I think it's hilarious. I've been making fan art of them, and oh well, I did one cherry blossom card. It's okay. I've been doing some fan art of them lately, and I think they're super cute. Well, the art is not for everyone. Not everyone's gonna like it, but it works for me. Like the main character is her, and she has like I guess a love interest, but they're coworkers. But she eats a lot and beats up people. And she switches between a male voice and a female voice, but she's a girl. She's still a girl, but she has a very, very low manly voice, and she craves food and bullies her sister to buy food with her. Oh yeah, yeah, she's really cool. I think I had another one. Oh gosh, I don't have that card. Like she's hella funny. I like her a lot. But at first she might seem kind of annoying, but she actually has thoughts and feelings and she has crushes and she crushes on her team leader, but he likes someone else, but she's not super bitter about it. She can accept, "Oh, okay." And then she found out someone she actually likes. But yeah, it's sadly discontinued. They didn't finish the story. I think the original creators, they or writers, they left, and then a few other people left, and so they tried to continue the story, but they were like, you know what, never mind, it's not going to work out. It's not as good. We'll just stop it here. And so they never finished the story, and you never know if they ever got together in the end. So I was like, what? Because I think they ended maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, what? I want to finish it. That's so sad because I really liked how this turned out. um, and she actually has little flashbacks when she had been skinny, and she's actually super pretty, but then she considers herself weak when she's thin because when she eats a lot more, she's considered a strong, real woman. That's thus the title. Yeah, yeah. That is such a it is quite bittersweet. And I wish I could I'm that's the other thing. They were also kind of in tune with Korean culture because yeah, it's based in Korea, South Korea. And as much as I want to continue writing that story, like no one's gonna do it, I will do it. But I'm not Korean. I think it would be best if a Korean person wrote that stuff because they would have all the nuances and the general understanding of how to write that stuff. Even though it's pretty straightforward with their storytelling. But yeah, if that's what they want to do, that I mean the channel itself, they're still releasing episodes, but it's like different characters and like one shot stories. I'm just okay with it. They're still funny, but I just want this linear story going on. And I also like her. She curses at her sister for bullying her, but they still love each other in the end, and they help each other out in times of need. So it's also a sweet story. But yeah, I wish they continued it more. But yeah, thank you for sharing about your collage. It sounds really interesting how all the three, like the ones you described, they don't sound they relate to each other, but when they go together, I was like, oh, okay, that's actually an interesting concept of all like seemingly different subjects meshing well together. Because sometimes when I mesh things together, it don't make sense. Like Venom and a Sanrio pig called Zashiki Buddha. Like I haven't heard of that collab before, but I did a few, and I think it's funny. And I even had a commission made for that combination of two opposite characters. It's very weird, but I still like it. Okay, now I'm gonna do some cute characters because I think I should. Yeah, sometimes if I take a break from realistic things, I go to cute things, even though in actuality, I'm kind of I struggle with simplified standard characters like Sanrio mascots. Funny enough, I didn't think they were hard initially until I realized if I mess up a certain angle or placement of the eyes or a line, what the heck? It don't look good. It looks weird. So I think it's weird she's wearing a hood with a kimono, but okay. It's like, isn't it hot in there? Like she wears it in summer, she wears it at the beach. Like, shouldn't you? Oh my god, I should draw my melody without her hood, but it would look probably weird. Oh wow, that's an interesting dream. What if they're sitting on the couch together with Venom? They're like, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I've been. Yeah, and I think another idea that came to mind was like just two opposite characters playing video games. I've seen that before with Dragon Ball Z characters. I've seen it with Street Fighter characters. Um, maybe some other anime characters. That would be kind of cool to try though. I maybe I'll figure something out with that kind of theme of them playing characters, and one of them loses, and the other one's like, "I am triumphant! Ah, give me $50." That would be kind of fun to do. But I have to figure out what characters can I put in, and I usually like the more opposite the better, because that would cause a lot more chaos. I think that would be kind of fun. I used to be big on drawing the Sephiroth character acting all weird, like out of character, like all um, whining and complaining to the manager, like this isn't right. I need to speak to the manager. Like, dude, you're Sephiroth. You can just cut off his head. But yeah, some things. But I think there was another artist on DeviantArt oh so long ago. They did like their own rendition of Sephiroth doing everyday simple cute things, and he was either being like menacing or he's being a little potato lying in a blanket being all squishy. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. So yeah, I defer to that artist. She can have all the Sephiroth and those three other guys clones, I think, fan art. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, I also like when they make the cat like a very menacing, stern, deadpan character, and they make them out of character. Or they put them in weird situations that they can't really fully function without getting out of character. So I think that is also kind of interesting. So I'm just trying to spitball like random ideas. So yeah, I've been thinking while during my art block or art whatever's to do something different or do even original art and figure something out from there because I also get bored and I should probably shake things up a little bit with something else. I was thinking about going back into crafts because I haven't done that in a while, but I buried my supplies. Yes. Sephiroth. That that little butt with that giant. How that's such a long sword. How does he walk around with that? And how does he wear it on his person? Like, does it retract like a retractable knife? No, it's long. So I was like, where does it go? And it's kind of long. Wouldn't it be dragging on the floor? Because it's such a long blade. I kind of wondered, and see, this is where I get stupid and I think about the stupid technicalities of certain things. Also, Cloud's Buster Sword. He be carrying that the whole dang time? That's freaking huge. It don't look like it weighs like a piece of paper. Like, where does, and again, where does he put it? You see him running around without it. Like, does it go up his butt? Like, where does it go? When the straight edge loses their cool in an unusual situation. What would you craft? What would you make? I am curious about masks. Um Particularly the paper mache. I did see like this Japanese artist, he makes wooden masks straight from hand, he makes everything by hand. I wish I can beat I'm not that good, but paper mache might be an option. But I only remembered like when I was little, my sister would make paper mache masks out of a balloon. She made one of someone she knew, and it is like, how did yeah, she is more talented than I am, but she doesn't post much on online, but because she's way older than me. But the method with the paper mache I think is interesting, but I think they also use the mold on that person's face, so it has the complete imprint of that person's face. I was like, should I do that? That'd be kind of weird. Are they? Oh, so you must have. Did you try making some? That sounds kind of interesting. Oh my god, I would make hella funny masks, and I would be laughing my ass off. I swear. That actually does sound fun. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'm under an art slump, and that sounds like something fun to try. I'll look that up. Actually, let me write that down. Paper, where are you? Yeah, I can't find my notepad, so I gotta use this. Making masks. Because you have the pre-made ones and you just draw on it, but I feel like that's not enough. Also, I have a big head. I hate having a big... It doesn't seem big until I put a mask over. I was like, why is it not covering my frigging face? So, yeah, that's good to know. Apparently, I don't have a narrow face. Yeah, I'll look into that, because I've seen paper mache masks before, but I never really tried making one myself. So that would be kind of interesting to see. Oh, cool. What are you going to do with the... Yeah. All us big heads mean big brains. I hope. Well, I assume we're using our brains. So yeah, big heads mean bigger brains. But yeah, the what are you gonna do with those cardboard um pieces together? Oh god, this isn't look. Oh god, this isn't going good. Okay, I see. Sorry, I didn't make her wide enough. Her mask is weird. I might not be able to finish this. I'm getting distracted. That's okay. So it's kind of out. Oops. It looks like the mask is falling off her head. Sorry. Oh, and they're holding hands. Sorry, I was like looking. I was looking at the reference and yet not looking at the reference. I don't know if anyone does that. And she has a thing here and a thing here. Okay. I did it wrong. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can consider doing that, but I have to do research first to see how it works out and if it is plausible for me to actually do it. Sometimes some people make it way too complicated of the process, but if there is a process where it's like pretty direct and straightforward and I have enough of the materials or I can find them easily, the materials, then I think I would be able to do it. That would be kind of cool though. Ooh. Excuse me, sorry. My stomach got excited, I think. But yeah, oh yeah, that'd be, and I think it'd be easier to store because while I also do pumpkin art on the fake pumpkins, they're kind of difficult to store, so I can't buy them too much, which is a shame because I would like to save all my pumpkins. But then even my family's like, maybe you should give some of them away. Like, how dare you make that suggestion? But yeah, that would be kind of cool to try actually. Yeah, I only knew my sister did that long ago. I was like, oh, I should do that. Oh gosh, I didn't realize this sheep is kind of hard to draw. I drew her more, but ugh, she's not easy to draw. Okay, you guys, I've been putting these here, and they are not a part of the art making process, so they can go elsewhere. Yeah, that's I don't think I ever worked with permission now that I think about it. So I did see a few examples with like figurines made out of cotton and glue. And I think it was like a Russian artist. Like, my gosh, Russian artists, they're so ridiculously talented. I try not to look at it too much or I get super intimidated. That sounds awful, but like, ugh, the talent, it's insane. No instructions. Okay. Well, not, I mean, I need some kind of basis of, because I don't want, the other thing is I don't want to waste materials, but it's an idea, all right. The idea. Paper, come forth. Man, my handwriting is trash. I used to write so well in handwriting, and now. Ugh. Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. Well, yeah, and if you buy things. Now that you reminded me, we'd always be buying stuff online, and there's always cardboard boxes. So it's practically free. Okay, okay. CHEAP. Cheap is the sound. The EEP is the sound the baby chick makes, I assume. Cover. So EEP is still a word, just the sound the chick makes. Okay, cover. Sorry, I have to write it. I don't have I don't have putty, but I have like air dry foam clay. I don't know if that'll do much. And there's also the like the air dry clay, but sometimes they're kind of heavy. I don't want stuff to fall off because of gravity. Okay. See, my handwriting is. I have to write it down, or I'm gonna forget. My memory is not the most reliable, so I always have to write it down. Yeah. Okay. So I will consider that for sure because making masks does sound like a lot of fun. While I did buy masks earlier on, like I mentioned, like they don't fit my face or I have a fat head. One of those two. So it would be kind of good to consider doing the making custom masks so it actually looks good on my head and I don't look like, oh, you gained 50 pounds again, didn't you? Like, oh, thank you. But thank you for the suggestion. I'll definitely credit you for that if it works out. Oh gosh, see, I'm not good with making characters together. They look off. Not off, but I mean like the proportions are kind of weird. But hopefully it makes sense. Oh yeah, that'd be great too. Well, I can't do it to. Well, actually, I have to do another live stream later tonight, but only because I was supposed to do it yesterday or the day before, but the construction work was too noisy, and I don't want to upset. It'll upset me more than the audience. But because I'm doing it today, well, it depends. I'll either do it tonight or tomorrow, depending on how early we have to go fishing tomorrow. But we'll see. But maybe next week I can. By then I can gather materials and see what I can micromanage with the. I need some level of basis and understanding, so I'm not wasting materials. Because aside from cardboard, everything else is expensive. Glue should be fine though. Does it have to be a specific glue or just any like Elmer's or what kind of glue? A specific kind of glue? I don't know. I'll look it up a little bit. I need some basis to work with. Oh, why does she look kind of like a oof. I guess that makes sense. Ugh. And yes, it is homework. Usually I don't like homework, but if it's art related, 9 out of 10 times, it's been a constant theme for today, 9 out of 10. I actually don't mind it. Especially if it's something like, oh, I never tried that before. But hopefully, sometimes if it's something I never tried before, it works most of the time. I don't mind if there's some micro hiccups in between. That is always a given when trying new things. But what I don't like is 90% of the stuff doesn't work out. I wasted a bunch of materials, time, and money. And I was like, why did I do this in the first place? But again, that's not your fault at all. That's probably my incompetence with something new. That is also possible. But yeah, that actually sounds fun. Okay, so I have some motivation now. That's great because I did have like a rough week where I was like I wasn't even doing any art much this I did only did a little bit of card art, but it was pretty easy to do. But yeah, that's something entirely different. I never tried that before, so I would like to try. Okay, and then I got this. Oh, it's 12:29. 1:38. That's not too bad. Eye is kind of wonky, but I need to fix it now before I forget. I guess it's why are their eyes lopsided? It's a little weird. I know it's their style, but as long as it looks like them, it should be okay. Okay, any glue was good. Okay, yeah, deal. Definitely a deal. I'll try to see what I can. Um, yeah, usually I just doom scroll for references on Google Images or Pinterest, and while I accumulated quite the collection, so maybe I need a break from that. But at least this time I can work on trying to find some kind of method of what's I want something short and direct and straight to the point, or I have it enough where I have stuff prepared already and then I could work on it. The other thing is my workspace is kind of short. So I'll see what I can do. That's why I need some kind of research because I have to make sure it fits on this tiny workspace called my desk. Okay, I did 2 cards, so it's something. Woo! We got chihuahua with a booger bubble, and we got these two little ladies. They're still messy, but it's something. Maybe I have time for one more card. I don't have anything for Baron, but maybe I could draw something on here too. So there's not. It's more like getting something done because I don't have much. I mean, I have a ton of art, believe me, but I need to get something out. Better than nothing at all. Ew, what's ew, I don't know what those are. But yeah, any idea what kind of mask you'd want to do? I'm not asking to swipe ideas, obviously, but I am curious. I was like, why is this not turning? It belongs to this one. Yeah, maybe. And it would be kind of cool to make a mask for a little character. That would be, but I have to make sure to make holes and tie it around their head. That would be also kind of cute. And actually, yeah, I like the ones where they have here where they put like a tiny mask on the side of their head. I think that would be cute if I did that for Sanrio characters. I mean, they had of each other. Like I like Zashiki Buddha, so I would like to make his character mask. That would be super cute. Okay, let me see if I have one drawing for here or one drawing for here. Either or is fine. I already did Mega. Oh, there's Hawaiian series. I do like. I should do Hawaiian series. Okay, I'll do. Oh my gosh! I swear. Why am I? I have to ask my husband. What the heck did this kid do? Okay. Oh, nice. Is it like your own kind of version, or is it like Japanese inspired? I usually see those familiar with Japanese. Those like oni masks. Those look fun. I would like to do something like that. But I think I need to start a little simple because I'm not confident. I worry if I make something too complicated my first try, it's just gonna collapse on my face or something. But that sounds fun for sure. Maybe. I'll look into. I also like funny masks, like a chicken. I don't know why chickens make me laugh. Like a chicken mask or something. Maybe that's why I have to think something simpler because if I tend to go for more detailed route or route. Is it route or route? I don't know, but I always hover towards detailed work. But because this is totally new for me, I have to calm down a bit and then try to find something more simple. But Tiki sounds interesting. I also don't. I hope they don't take offense. Like, oh, you're a culture vulture. Oh my gosh, that's so lame. Let me see here. Maybe I'll just do this one instead. Excuse me. Yeah, I hate being middle aged and I'm gassy as hell. I'll just do one character. Oh, the rare time I draw Hello Kitty because I don't really care for Hello Kitty, but I'm too lazy to make all the characters. So I'll just draw her ass. I don't know. And this is probably not the correct color, but oh well. Oh yeah, that would be cool too to have your own rendition of that. That would be kind of cool too. Yeah, I think I've seen that before, but no, no, not like there is super simple like this. That's I think that's too easy though. That's a bit too simple. But I thought this kind of look would be kind of cute. Yeah, that's true. That would be interesting though to make a crab mask. I would like to make a cute crab and then like the super detailed version. That'd be kind of because crabs are kind of ugly. They have a weird face if you try to find their face. That's like ugh. But like the cute version, like the round deformed little thing with little stubs for legs, that would be a lot cuter. I think that would be interesting. I want to make her a little more chubby. She looks too skinny. Add some weight on them bones. Oh, wait, I think I see if I do it wrong, everything just flies out of proportion. I'm like, ugh. That's one thing bad about me drawing like mascots and cute little characters. If I make one mistake, it throws off everything. It shows. And I won't notice until I look, take a step back. Like, oh God, what the heck did I do? Oh yeah, that would be kind of neat. Oh my God, I don't think I have the capacity to make a helmet, but that would be kind of cool. A demon mask sounds like a lot of fun, actually. But I don't know. I would probably either try to look up some research on what kind of demon would make a cool mask, or I would try to make my own version. But I also don't want to freak out my family. But that would be kind of fun. I do love details, so yeah, demon masks also sound quite fun to try. And while you mentioned I'm kind of wholesome, actually, when my kids at in the house running around, I kind of have to be, but I'm not very good at it. The other thing is, at when they're all at school and work, I let loose a little bit, and so I sometimes do sometimes sort of scary, creepy art, but maybe not to the extent of me canon. But I have seen a handful of his animations, and wow, like, can you imagine his kind of work as a mask? Holy crap, that'd be insane, especially the disgusting ones. Add on to the list. Demon mask, maybe. I'd probably have to try to draw it out first, see what I can come up with. Yeah, yeah, that's another thing. I need to do less fan art in that aspect and try to do my own version. But I would also would like to make something that even terrifies me. It takes a lot to scare me. But it's also very easy to scare me. Like, while like a jump scare might not scare me, sometimes it does because it's stupid and random. It's more like a ball suddenly hitting the wall and I'm like, ah! Or my husband walking in on me and he starts talking about fish and he has a loud voice and I, ah! Yeah, it varies. And then he laughs. But yeah, that would be cool to make a demon mask too. That sounds like a lot of fun. Well, we'll see. I will just try to write up some ideas and see what works out. And I also have to make sure it won't take too. I mean, it might take a bit of a while, but I don't know if I can do it all straight on a live stream. That's also another. I Yeah, everything new. I have to take everything into consideration and time constraints and the materials and I didn't have to think far when I wasn't doing this online as much. But when I do the live stream, now I have to take that into consideration. It's not bad. It's actually good training. So I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I don't like it. No, it's a challenge and not a bad one. So like it's bound to happen eventually, sooner or later. So I don't see that as a bad thing. Ugh, this is a lot of pencil though. Ugh. Oh gosh, I am not good with a face. See, this is kind of off. I hate it. Why do I hate it already? See, I'm not good with the face. Like, ugh. It looks weird. Every time I try to work on her friggin' face, it's like D minus. I give her a D minus face. Really? What kind of demon mask was it? That sounds cool. Why would you burn it? Unless it sprouts arms and legs and grabs you in the face at night. Well, then I of course burn it. But that sounds like, oh no, he did. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah, I think that would be also a good idea too. Yeah, I would like to do like everything. I have it pre-made, and so it will makes the process a lot faster. Because if I do a live stream as is, I need several hours. That's not good. That's like that would have to be an extra, in fact, in the daytime because there's no one bothering me for the most part. But then what is it? I would like to at least get something done early so I'm not struggling like my usual live streams. I'm looking for paint, I'm looking for my cards, I'm looking for references. All those times in between take time and I know a lot of people just do video editing and I hate editing. They keep saying that, but I hate it. Why can't they just admit it sucks to do editing? He's like, you gotta put in the work, and I'm like, I don't want to do the work. But I'm not like I'm not doing it. I'm doing something. Mask painting stream. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh hey, what's up? I didn't see that. Does he have that on YouTube? Maybe I'll check that out. Or does he have it like um those silicon monsters? Do they have it on? Do they have like on like an Instagram or some other website? Because if they have it on YouTube, I need to check that out. That sounds fun. Silicon mon. Oh, that sounds expensive for some reason. Is it expensive? I have no idea. Yeah, I know this is not the standard, but I need a break from all the drawings I make, and so I take breaks by drawing cute characters. I don't like how she's looking like though. It's like, why are you looking like that? You yell at your drawing. Look better. Why aren't you looking better? No, don't do that. You sound insane. Or I sound insane. Uh, is this correct? Don't look like. Oh God. I there is the carbon copy method, but I try my best not to do that. It's basically tracing, and I know the art community hisses at the concept of tracing. You know. But sometimes you might need it. Okay, so and I learned that in art class, funny enough. You sound familiar, but it might have been a while ago. So, and I have an old lady brain at this point, but you sound vaguely familiar. Oh, okay, okay. I might, I kind of remember you, but I don't know if you hung around more than once, there's a good chance I remember you. But if it's only like a one-time deal, it's gonna take a while. I'm very sorry if I can't remember all the way. My old lady brain, it don't function properly. I try my best, but in terms of memory, it's like, ugh. Let's try, let's try, let's try, and it's like, guess what? It's Friday. Goodbye. I really hate when my brain does that. Why do you look bloated, lady? Okay, I'll still work on her, but right now I'm not liking what this is looking like. I'll just throw in this and then I'll fix it off camera because, lady, you ain't looking your best today. It's not your fault. It's just my lack of skill. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Well, I think the lady who designed Hello Kitty, I think she's retiring. I remember that. Oh my God. Why do I know this? Oh, okay. Okay, so if it's a one time, I'm sorry, I'm not. And if it's a while ago, it's been a while. But yeah, thank you for dropping in. Oh, I heard about the tracing board. Yeah, I should probably consider that as well because I would try a few instances because, like, say a person's face and I want to make sure the eyes are not lopsided. I would try to draw directly on my monitor. Don't do that. I've made a few scratches on my monitor. But I rarely ever do that. But at the same time, yeah, as long as it's not like that's your end all and be all and you claim that's your own work, it's fine. And also, practice purposes and for fun, that is fine. I know there are people that use it for nefarious reasons, but for the most part, it should be fine. But I know there are sticklers that like you should never trace. I'm like, shut up. Okay, yeah, thank you for dropping by again. Second time I'll actually write your name down. I'm not very good with names, but okay, let's see. Yeah, your name sounds familiar, so I did remember some. Just if I only saw you once, so second time's the charm. So I'll remember you this time. But still, thank you again. Have a great great rest of your day and weekend, and take care. Ice creams on Fridays are always nice. Do I have ice? No, I have. I only have vanilla ice cream. Ugh. It's somewhere. I do have a chocolate popsicle, but I ate one yesterday and I'm kind of tired of it. Okay, we have. Ugh, I don't know what the heck that is, but it's a thing. And let me see here. What color? Oh my god, I don't remember. Oh, she has red lips. I remember that. Oh, okay. I haven't. I rarely tried the grid method. It's a little unusual for me, but I get how it works though. But because I rarely use it, I get. But okay, that sounds like a pretty good idea to try. Yeah, yeah, that does sound a lot easier to have like the grids place things a lot more correctly. Eyeballing things, which I've been doing literally all my freaking life, it has its limits. I swear. It's like, okay, especially if I draw like I sit up here and the drawing is flat, and then I bent over and okay, it looks normal. I hold it up right. Like, what the heck? Why is it lopsided? Yeah, I have that. Oh gosh, that's a lot of red. I don't need that much. Well, I'm gonna reline it anyway. Oh my god, that is so her. She is funny. I should draw myself like that. Oh my god, I would be laughing too much. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. Well, it's funny for me. Anyway. How much is the all right. Yeah, have fun going in the direction you're going. Yeah, how much are those light boards? I was ugh. Well, you're giving me a lot of interesting information and very useful ones, so I should look that up too. Hopefully it's easy to store away. I really need to work on my writing. I was like butt ugly writing. I thought I had. Where did this go? I'm so. If it's down here, I'll be not real upset. Just like, dang it, I had this here this whole time and I didn't know. 12:49, not too bad. It should be lunch, but I had fried rice for breakfast and I'm kind of heavy. So I'm like, let's take a break from eating all that rice. Oh, I did have a paint palette. I just stuffed it in where I don't see it. That was not smart of me. Ugh. Okay. Oh, now I found my notepad. Oh my god, what is with me? I'm putting things I need far away. Like a dum-dum. Dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. What? Yeah, this is what I don't like about finding things on the spot, and I can't find it. Oh my, ugh, I had this idea of an art challenge where I use Crayola. I did off and on, but sometimes it works, sometimes what the heck is that? Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought they were kind of chunky, but if it's thin, that's really good, especially if it's like travel friendly. That's also a plus, especially when I have like random downtimes where I'm something with myself and do the do something like that. That's actually pretty good. Okay. And if it's not heavy, that's an extra bonus. That'd be great. And sturdy. Oh my god, I can't. I don't want to use you. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I have to use white. I was gonna use a cream color, but it's not working with me today. And peach. I just put you away and now I don't know where you went. Oh, it's right here. Ha ha ha. Oh, okay, okay. No, I saw it online. I think they were like advertisements. I think when I was looking for uh like these room lamps or desk lamps, and then they would show those sometimes, and they had like little advertisements for them. Also, I think on Instagram they may have them as an ad. But oh wow, they did that in high school. I didn't even know. I didn't have those at my high school at all. See, it was a long time ago. That was not a thing at all. So yeah, wow. High school definitely went high tech on that in that aspect. Wow. I honestly did not know they had that there. Behold my age. Ugh. She's supposed to have some yellow undertone, and I'm kind of worried. But yeah, I think the few ones I saw as an advertisement, they were more clunky looking and um, thick. So good to know that they evolved to a very thinner, more portable size. So that's seriously great to know because I was a little apprehensive initially. I was like, oh, isn't it kind of big and clunky? And I wouldn't know where to store it if that were the case. But if it's thin, hey, that's great. So that benefits everyone, me included. Oh, okay, okay. Does have her skin tone now. That makes sense. Great. So the paint's a little chunky, so it's gonna look like legit painting on a card. Oh my god, I'm so glad there's no power tools. They were playing. They were using it so much yesterday, so I wasn't able to do a live stream back then. Today was a little concerning in the morning, but they surprisingly did not. Or is it because it's their lunchtime? That is also possible. It's their lunchtime, so they're quiet for now. But they sure talk loud. Maybe the audio won't capture it, so you don't hear it as much. But where I'm at, it's like, oh my god, you can't be quiet, please. Ugh. I was just talking about before you showed up about how it was hard for me to relate to others and finding friends that are artists. And then you showed up, and I was like, "Oh wait, I'm wrong." And that's great. I was mentioning how I had a hard time making artist friends because it is kind of hard in my case. I don't know why, but the rare times I do make friends, it's like, "Oh, okay, hey, what's up?" But I think I meant more in real life. Online I think it's a lot easier for me, but even then it's a little difficult. But I think I meant more specifically online, not online, I just said that. In real life where I'm at, there's a bunch of artists in the city here, but then I notice they make, I don't know, their art, I don't know, it's just okay, I like it, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe I'm just antisocial. That's it's my fault. And it probably is. But I also don't have enough time to be hanging outside because they also stay out late, like after work hours, and I can't be like that because I have to cook dinner. So it's not just, oh, I can't relate to other people. I got responsibilities at home and it sucks. So I gotta go home early. Oh god, what are we talking about? Oh no, they're speaking Spanish. But sometimes they speak English, so. Oh, okay. So I'm not alone. Can we be art friends? And that's another thing. When as a kid, it's like I pick my nose and eat glue. Want to be friends? Okay, then you're friends. But as you get to like adult age, and then you don't say that anymore. You just, oh, okay, we just assume we're friends because we get along now, and so it's like, okay, yeah. But yeah, yeah, that's it's hard nowadays, it seems. I was invited to, I think I mentioned, I don't know if you heard it at the time. I was in an art community two times and I got kicked out two times. I laugh, but that doesn't sound very good. But it was mostly because the first one I asked for money, but not about me directly, but a compensation for like a group work collaboration, and they were doing like a kind of GoFundMe sort of arrangement with a group uh, of an art book with a collection of artists who participated, myself included. And then I asked if there was compensation for the art that was contributed to the artist. They stopped talking to me. And I was like, oh, what happened? And I didn't have the heart to go like, hey, how come you're not talking? I mean, I could have, but I was like, okay, your actions speak louder than the incoming email that won't exist. And the second time was in Instagram. One of my art friends added me automatically to their art group, but then my art uh, level versus theirs are very different. They live and breathe art and talk only about art. I'm not very good at that. And it's really because mine is more of a hobby, and for them it's their lifeblood and their career, and they're always going to swap meets and making network connections. And I just do this as a break. I do this for fun. um it would be nice as a career, but I don't think I have. Plus it's super competitive, and usually you have to be a digital artist to make any ends meet. I feel, and I don't really do that because I everyone else is doing it. So I tend not to do that as much. Even though I even had a few friends remind me, hey, you should do this as a digital art so you can make prints. And I'm like, I don't care. Maybe that's stabbing me in the foot, but I like doing this more. It challenges me more, like, because you have no undo button. What do you do? And a lot of new artists I noticed, they kind of flip out on that. Like, where's the undo button? I made a mistake. And I was like, just fix it. Just get acrylic paint and you're fine. Oh yes, yes. I think I agree too. I know it's very vital to make connections, but when you're not a very peoply person, it's a lot harder, I feel. But I do also notice a lot of artists are not very social as well. So how do we social network when we all don't talk to each other? That's also kind of funny. But at the same time, but it does work out. There's people who connect and get to know each other with these art activities and art conventions. So there's something working. But for me, I can't afford to do that stuff because I have to make dinner. That's my reason. I have errands and I have to make dinner and take care of boring grown up things. So I can't really do these kinds of activities with art. It's only at most, yeah, for fun. And I actually have a lot more fun than as a career. I temporarily had an Etsy account to make keychains with polymer clay charms, but after testing them several times, they fly off the little pinhole, the pin needle thing that you attach it to the keychain. I had to close it down. I didn't want them to buy it and then they use it flies off the keychain, and they want a refund. It sucks. So it was very short lived to have that account. Oh, yes, totally. Yeah, I've been. I did get like a new iPad, and then Procreate was already yeah, also paid for Procreate, and I tried for over a week. I got the general gist of it. I could fly, get out. Get out. You are not part of this. Get out of my club. I did try Procreate, and after about a week I went back to traditional art. I was just so used to doing this because I like this more. While it is messy, I think I guess it can be more human. It's also it's physical, and you have to use your brain more. You can't have the undo button all the time, and you got to figure things out. Uh, but it really, see, now I suck at, the other thing I should have done was make the paint here, but, oh yeah, I should do that. Good idea. You had this here for like 20 minutes and you didn't do anything, lady. But I hate mixing paint. That's the other thing I have a problem with. It just takes extra time. Sorry, my phone's being wonky. because her skin has a yellowish tinge to it, so it looks too pink right now. And I could look at a reference, but I watched it enough to know that part. But I forgot the color of her apron. It might be black. So that one I won't color because I forgot. I remember it and yet I don't. It's kind of stupid. Okay, where's yellow? Yeah, I like physical media a lot more. I appreciate it a lot more, especially when everyone and anyone just does digital art. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, um, oh, I just remember. I think I mentioned a while ago. Some people had their digital art. They had them accused of doing AI because it's all it's digital, right? And they wouldn't tell the difference if it's digital or a human made it. But then they show like, oh, just look at the recap of the process, and it's clearly a human. You wouldn't know though. Anyone can do that, including a robot nowadays. So it's kind of, I think, I don't know if it's super dominant in the art community, but like for sure, um, I think some artists have been accused of doing AI art instead of just doing their art digitally by hand. So I was kind of wondering, like, oh, I wonder if anyone is still on that, or they moved on to more drama elsewhere. Oh, I was supposed to put yellow on here, and I put on here out of reflex. Whoopsie, whoopsie doodles. Why is it so noisy at lunch? Oh, it's 1 o'clock. That's why. I'm on here for 2 hours. Okay, that's rare. I don't. That's not a bad thing. I rarely ever stay on too long. Also, if you have anything else to do later today, yeah, let me know so I don't want to say harass, but I'm not pestering you to away from your any other things you have planned. I just do this when I can. Oh gosh, that's a big gob of paint. But yeah, making artist friends I think is pretty difficult. They're kind of hard to find sometimes. I mean, there's the obvious kind, and then the ones like I do draw. I'm the second one. I don't really show off my work all willy nilly and stuff. Plus, I also don't like people attention too much, so I tend to keep to myself. Only like earlier this year, I showed my son's teacher that I did art stuff, um, and then that's it. I don't show anyone else because I don't want to like, hey, can you do this mural for me? And you do it for free. I always have to protect my peace and time and what my art is used for, because sometimes if you connect with the wrong person, they'll take advantage of you and want free art all the time because you know them. I was like, oh gosh. It's like I try to be nice, but sometimes people take advantage of that, and it's really annoying when they try to get free art from you, because I've had a few instances of that, and it's like, get away from me. Like, I don't say that out loud, but I only give it to friends. And what I don't like is sometimes you might befriend, not saying you, but like they might befriend me just to get free art. That is also possible. And I'm like, skis ball. Oh, nice. Is it a large breed dog or a smaller breed or the in between? I used to have a dog, but the last one was around till I think 2016. He lasted pretty long. He was an interesting dog. He didn't bark, but he will growl and lunge at smaller animals if he deems them as a snack. And he was also a part Shar Pei, half pit bull, but he looked like an indoor house hippo. He was so cute. But he also liked fruits, which I thought was a little interesting. At the time, it wasn't known that other animals can eat fruits. Oh, I didn't know. But he would eat apple pears, bananas, um, yogurt, and sometimes I'd catch him eating his poop, and I was like, "Don't put that in your mouth." Sorry, I'm reading. Let's see. I have doodle cloud with each other. Oh, that's cool. Oh, okay. Aw, that sounds really cute. A cute mix too. Yeah, sometimes like some people would receive a dog that is like a multitude of mixed breeds, and then they're like, "What kind of dog? What mix is that?" They even have like a dog DNA test kit. I think I didn't even know. I only know about the people, but I think I saw someone try to figure out what breed is my dog, and they thought it was a wiener dog mix, and it's like, no, there's 0%. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. That's really cool about getting complete strangers to draw with you. I don't have the guts. I think the last time someone came up to me, it wasn't about art. They wanted to take pictures of my feet, and it was for like supposedly like a project for hardworking women that work on their feet. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, I took a shower before I got here, and then he was disappointed and walked away. I was like, oh, it was a good thing I took a shower that day. That was super random. Thankfully, a long time ago, but friggin' random. Okay, maybe I could put. Okay, that's why I put white. I know. Yeah, it was like I was minding my own business. I think I was just doing errands at in the downtown area, and this guy came up to me asking to take a picture of my feet. And I think supposedly it's for a project for other women who worked hard and they want to show appreciation for hardworking women, but they want to show dirty feet. The dirtier, the more sweaty and disgusting, the better. That sent some red flags in my head at the time. And then I vaguely remember, oh, I took a shower before I got here. And he was like, so your feet aren't dirty? And I was like, no. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And they walked away. That was so weird. That was a long time ago, but disturbingly weird. And what the heck was that all about? Okay, I'm going to have to redraw her eyes. Ooh, that looks scary. Okay, so yeah, this is going to take a lot of oh, this is kind of ugly. Like I swear I do I art's good, but it's the you have to was a quote trust the process. Uh 1 hour more. Oh, about I have about an hour more, and then I could. No, I might be. I might have to eat a little bit before I get on out. Let me do. I will have to hold. Be careful of these two because the art is not very. I have to fix it. Oh, yeah, I think that I was like, yeah, this why does this seem like a Peggy Hill episode? I know her, what is it, size 13 feet or something? Oh my god. Like I have big feet too, but not that big. That's like clown shoes, I swear. Phew. Nothing wrong with that, but those are some like I passed by shoe sizes before, and as they get to bigger sizes, the shoes get uglier for women. It sucks. I feel bad for them. Like you can only have open toe shoes, and I'm like, but it's cold here. That sucks. Hand painted comic series sounds really pretty. I just worry about like the putting the paintings together unless they're sealed properly. I need to seal my stuff. I'm overdue for sealing. Okay, I'm gonna put this down again. Phone, be quiet. Well, the good thing about this one's like a cream color, so I could just do a light pink sort of deal. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. I do have a scanner if it feels like working, but yeah, that is true. Well, the eyes will not be accurate. I just need them kind of dark for now so I can do some highlights afterwards. Yeah. Sometimes I've had instances where it most of the time works first off, and then later on, I was having this complaint about like it has to connect to Wi-Fi. I was like, what? You can't just plug it in and it works. Like, no, you have to have it connect to Wi-Fi now. I tried looking for ones that just connect, and it's like, no, only you need to connect to Wi-Fi. Yeah, camera is pretty cool. Like, those really high quality photographer cameras look really neat. But I don't know much about photography. I'll probably take pictures of stupid stuff, knowing my my track record of doing stupid stuff. And I was like, that's kind of a waste of money. Don't do that. I mean, once in a while, but not all the time. That would kind of be a waste of money. But yeah, those some of those photographs I've seen, I think on what is it? Uh, Threads, and also on Instagram a few times. Those look incredible. I was like, wow, I should get a camera. Or I tried to redraw some of them, and they look really fun to do in terms of just making detail paintings. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sometimes, and then you always have to, well, the one I have, you always have to have a test page print out, and you're wasting paper. I was like, dang it, man. Paper, I mean, it is kind of cheap, but at the same time, I don't want to keep wasting test, pages for stupid test prints. That's hella dumb. And then, yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it has a mind of its own. Like, you know what? Let's give you a hard time. You don't have to have that paper now. You can do it 6 months from now. Give yourself a break. Like, I need it tomorrow. Oh my gosh. There should be a comic about a printer deciding to not work. But there probably already is, knowing the internet. Okay, so I have that. Maybe I can eyeball. Yeah, that's true. I rarely ever use paper mache, but I've seen like some figurines and yeah, the masks and I've seen those giant heads. I think that might have been made out of paper mache. I'm not sure. Like those scary, humongous head masks. I'm not sure if that's entirely out of paper mache, but if it is, that'd be kind of cool. I just worry about fitting through doorways. So I'm looking at my doorway right now. I was like, oh gosh, if I made a huge one, I'm gonna have a difficult time. And I probably have to call the fire department to get my big head out of the doorway. And then they'll post it on Instagram, TikTok reels, and YouTube shorts that my big fat head can fit through the door. It's like, oh, thank you. But yeah, I am curious about paper mache. That would be kind of interesting to deal with. And also the figurines that they make out of cotton balls, wire, and glue. I've seen a few of those on Pinterest by Russian artists. Those look interesting. I just worry I will mess it up. And I wasted paint again. But I did buy cotton balls, and then my husband had some kind of wound on his shoulder, and I used most of it for that. So I was like, okay, never mind. It wasn't meant to be. But I could always buy more cotton balls and look up things to try. That would be kind of, yeah, like I am overdue to working on crafts. That would be kind of fun. I think at most the only thing I did was paint pastel colors on skeletons and skulls, but the paint will chip off eventually, so I'm kind of like bummed out about that. Oh, I can use this. I'm hearing noises outside. I don't know what it is. It's not power tools, thankfully, but I don't know what they're doing outside. It's unsettling. Oh God, that might be a shovel. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. there's always you're always learning something when you make mistakes and fail. So, yeah, that's true. It's not necessarily all the way bad. I think maybe it's bad if it goes on your favorite piece of clothing and it can't be washed off. Like maybe that. But at most, yeah, I think that's a lot of things about artists where it's a learning process and you have to do what you can even if it is messy. But yeah, sometimes I think just nowadays art supplies are a little expensive and it does add up eventually. But I was able to stockpile before it got really expensive, so I am thankful for that. Thank you, hoarding tendencies. But at the same time, I also am not sure the same materials I have now is available the same price as it was 5 years ago or 2 to 3 years ago. Same time. I should probably use my materials or they will dry up and get used. I have a bunch of gouache paints I have not used. Why is my phone being wonky? You know what? Okay, so it's not even charging well, so get off. USB plug, you failed me. I have some wire too, actually, but I stored it away when I stopped doing crafts, so it's somewhere. That's all I know. It's not thrown out, thankfully, but it's just stored away in the mysterious unknown of the house. Oh wow, 50 pounds. Yeah, most of my stuff's in storage with craft supplies because for several years I had them lying around and I just stopped doing it. Then I was like, okay, it's just taking up space. I'll just put it in the other room and box it all up. So they are somewhere in the other room and I have to dig around and I'm not look that's the part that kind of deters me from trying crafts again. I have to look in the closet and hope the boxes won't fall on me and I'm kind of short so I don't need a safety hazard, but yeah, I should look into that. But it's mostly like fabrics and felted wool. I am overdue of working on felted wool too. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea until you start realizing, oh gosh, I have all this extra stuff to deal with. So that is also, it sounds good until you have to take it all out and realize, oh god, I have too much crap. But and there's some things I don't even use. That's the other thing. That's the downside why I stopped getting into crafts. It turns you into a straight up hoarder. I almost said whore. No, no, hoarder. Um, because you find potential in a lot of supplies, even trash. Sometimes you can see, yeah, like I don't know about cardboard, but like you'll find potential in a lot of things, and you pick it up and store it away. Then 8 years passed. You know, it'd be like that. But I haven't gone to that extent, thankfully, in recent years. But I am starting to like buy more art supplies again, and I need to stop doing that and actually use my stuff because it is piling up now. So I was like, okay, yeah, another room is not a good idea. It sounds good until it stops being good anymore. Yeah. Oh, it's cute. Okay. I need a darker pink though. I'm trying not to use my um colored what my acrylic paint pens because it's so easy to just do that all at once. And it is faster, I'll admit, but their colors are a little limited. I don't know, darker pink though? This sucks. Oh, bother. I don't have a darker pink. What the heck? I guess this will do. It's not correct, but something. Yeah, pretty much. That's basically it. Ooh, paint skin. Ew. The only other concern I have with doing art is sometimes they don't have the same color or materials that I have. Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, they're pretty affordable too. They're like less than $10 for the most part, unless you get a lot more cards. Yeah, just get a small. I don't know, small deck. I mean, there's the 52 card deck if they have that, but they usually have like 100 cards or 80 cards. So those are the ones I know of, and I think they even have like those giant playing cards that are blank, but or you can just paint over the giant playing cards, but you totally don't have to. There's also tiny cards. I thought those were cute, but the prep work is it just seems a bit much. Like yeah, I bought a bunch of like I had black cards, the brown paper cards, um, blue cards. They also have metal cards. I was curious about those. I was like, ooh, that sounds fancy. But I didn't want to buy them and then turns out something's weird and but a metal card sounds interesting to try to paint on. I need it's I can actually do something with it. Okay, this looks like a chihuahua. It's chihuahua-y enough. Is that even a word? Probably not, but it's okay. Yeah, this ongoing theme with pink. It's interesting because I used to not like pink very much. I was like, pink, just hissing at the color pink. As I got older and I stopped being stupid about unnecessary things like that, I realized, okay, it's actually not that bad of a color, especially in cherry blossom themed things. And thus, this happened. Because I think if it's cherry blossom themed or a certain dark kind of pink, I don't mind those as much. And I can't wear it too much of it on myself. It doesn't suit me, my demeanor, I think. Um, I think because I'm always having a sour puss of a face. Or I'm always not scowling, but they call it resting bitch face, but I don't think I have that. I just look sleepy and tired of life. That's all. Yeah, I tried to blur out the line art a little bit more so it looks less drawn a bit and it looks like a legit kind of painting in theory. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, so I need to add a little bit dark. That's the other thing. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can use red, but I don't like using it. It's red is too strong, I think. And it's not even directly from what pink? This pink doesn't come from red though. Isn't it its own separate color? Oh, that's what I heard. But I need tiny amounts so it's not too overpowering, I think. Because then it gets a bit too much. But red nose maybe. Oh. Now it has glaucoma. Oh no. I need to fix her eyes. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but oh shoot. Okay, tongue is correct at least. I need to fix the glaucoma eye. And I think off camera I can work on the lighting, because there's not much lighting, but there's a little bit, so there's some kind of sheen to it. Yeah, I'm not good at explaining my art process at all. Like, I do this, I look at reference, I color, ta-da. That's about it. That's why I don't really do I think I mentioned several times I don't really do tutorials, because when I try to do tutorials, it kind of bores me to tears. I just do the thing and here you go, that's it. And then I put it back in storage and repeat. That's basically my ongoing theme. I don't know if it's conspiracy per se, but like if you put pink and then red and white, it doesn't necessarily come out the same shade of pink. It's like, what is that? I mean, it's like a pastel red. And then the pink, I'll look it up on Google, because there's some people saying about that, like red and white doesn't equal like a bright pink. It equals like pastel red. But I don't know. I remember someone saying that a while ago. I'll look it up on Google. I think the default is I gotta ask ChatGPT, but I try not to rely on that stuff, because I don't know if you heard about how some people, I think some researchers claim that ChatGPT atrophies the brain. Like, it makes your brain not so good because you're relying on other things to think for you. And it's like, I want to be dumb on my own merits, not because ChatGPT made me do it. It's like, be stupid on your own terms, not because some robot or some AI chatbot told you to be stupid. Yeah, I heard about that a while ago. Like, when you turn mix white with red, it doesn't turn into like this kind of pink. It's a little bit more muddy looking. So I was like, okay, unless it's that cyan, magenta, and that lemon yellow deal, then I think maybe that one. But the regular one, red, blue, and yellow, and then you use that one's red, it doesn't turn into the exact same pink, like I guess magenta and white or something. I need to look that up a bit myself. It's a bit muddled. It was a while ago that I remembered that. But yeah, I need to rehash and try to remember, because my brain. This is actually kind of cute. Aw. I know the face got cut off, but it's okay. It gives it character. Okay. Wait. Oh gosh. What? Oh, I thought something moved, but it was just my stuff that might fall down. Okay. Where is that weird dog? Not weird dog, just a white baby seal would be cute, but I think everyone does seals. Okay, here. No. Hmm. Oh no, where did it go? Found it. Oh, there's more shadow. Okay. Oh, dang it. What did my kid do with the freaking pictures? I can't even open photos. I have to go on the file. Ugh. Okay, there's a kind of light here. And then the rest down here is a shadow. And then this is a lot more dark. Okay, that makes sense. But then this is a little, oops. Yeah, hopefully this paint doesn't dry too fast, otherwise, oops. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, the shadow thing. I know there's all these techniques that artists say, like, you have to do this, you can't do that. If you do that, your art is wrong. Like, oh my God, I hate hearing that kind of advice. I mean, yeah, maybe it is, but sometimes it's, all about the learning process, I think. Always worrying about what's right and what's wrong. While some corrections, it would be nice. It's nice to learn things, on hand, which I usually do. It's always having to, like, being having those kinds of advice online about, okay, make sure you do this right. If it's wrong, then don't ever do that. I don't. You're gonna make mistakes. Accept it. But if you have time to fix it, then hey, that's not a problem either. So I notice, like, a lot of advice, they say, don't do this. This is wrong. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, calm down, sheesh. And then the right way, you do it like this. I'm like, it's kind of hard to achieve an art style if you have to think like that all the time, though. That is also another thing to consider. Like, you gotta do a whole bunch of wrong to get something right. Oh, I may have to paint over the nose a little bit. The nostrils are disappearing. Oh no. Yeah, I agree. I am so thankful for the concept and usage of acrylic paint. It is easy to hide a lot. I have so many mistakes. If I point out every single mistake, we never have the live stream turned off at this point. And so it's best just mask it all away with band-aids of acrylic paint because it saves me so much trouble of having to explain every single mistake, especially if those anal retentive people, like, why is that there? What's that here? Like, oh my God, I don't want to hear that. Ooh, a paint booger. Oh, get out. Ew, ew, ew. It got longer. What the heck? Get out of there. Sorry for exposing the paint boogers. It was just like really off putting. And I have to put in some kind of tiny lighting somehow. Because now it's like, ugh. Ooh, I have to do errands in a bit. Maybe I can have like a tiny snack break because I'm still for a little the rest of the fried rice I made this morning. And then I do on Fridays like a kind of takeout dinner order, but I do it super early but to avoid crowds because I hate waiting in long lines and everyone's going home after work and school and they're all waiting in line. And it's the places I go to is like a hole in the wall, so it's hard to even be in the place if there's too many people. So I try my best not to be dealing with that by going super early. That's why, like, I buy dinner at 2:30 p.m. because it's or 2:33 p.m. because I don't want to deal with people. But most times the people are okay. It's just I just don't want to be around big crowds. I almost said big gobs, big crowds of people. It's just ugh. It's a little better. Just this nose part's a little concerning. And I have to fix the paint bubble, a booger bubble. I think that one I could do with acrylic paint pen. I don't know. I will have to do that one off camera, sadly. Yeah. It saves a lot of trouble, especially sometimes when there's too many people. There, fights break out, or people don't. I don't want to say people don't know how to walk. I don't mean like handicapped people. I mean like normal people with working arms and legs. They block people, and they're too busy on their phones, or they're taking their sweet time, and it's like, get out of the way. I gotta go somewhere. Like there's a cherry blossom festival last weekend, and this weekend, and I tried my best to not scream because it's people move so slow, and they're like, I'm looking at this, I gotta stand here for 20 minutes. I'm like, I got somewhere to go, get out of my way. So it's really, I'm not really good with crowded events, even though it's like, oh, bring your family and go see our exhibits and this and that, and go see. I think this weekend is the parade. I was like, oh God, there's a parade. Oh, thank you so much. Have fun walking your dog. Try your best not to curse at the trees this time, unless they start making you sneeze. Then you have my blessing to snap at trees to your heart's content, because these allergies are not cute. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking around with me. I will probably sign off in a bit too. So have a great weekend. Take care. Oh, and I will add you after I do this live stream, I swear. I'm sorry. I was staring at your name. I was like, I need to add you. And then my brain was being stupid this week. So I will add you for sure after I sign the heck out. Okay. Oh, I think it dried already. I just don't like too much red. That's not too bad. I'm like, oh, look at his let all face. Not perfect, but I have to take the picture on the monitor, so I still have the reference to work with off camera. Because this reference is on the computer, and I'm not on my computer as much as I used to be, just because my kid likes to hog the computer now. But oh wait, he's on punishment. He was. I'm not gonna bring up too much, but he was causing a ruckus last night, and I don't want to get into detail. But he is on punishment, so no games for you, Mister Sir. But I think because I'm gonna be on live stream again later today or tonight, and he has no iPad. He's gonna probably be talking to me. Hopefully, he'll play with his toys, because on weekends we let him stay up a bit. I know it's not good, but we do sleep in, so it's not too bad, I suppose. Same time though. Ah, thank you. Um, he is quite the rambunctious little boy who likes to say, "Okay, Mama, I'm not gonna bother live stream." Then I go live, and he starts farting and talking about poop, and I was like, what happened to our talk 5 minutes ago? Okay, so what did I do today? It's not finished, but there is some progress, which is great. Plus, you're wondering what that is. That is a booger bubble, and I need to fix that. This is a calm blue ocean. Okay, no, I just painted over something I didn't like. And there's Hello Kitty. I rarely ever draw her, but here she is. Maybe I can turn her into Mimi. I can do that. I can do that, but nah, maybe next time. And then I can't pronounce her name, but she's a Korean character. It's gonna need a lot more work, and it's quite rough, because oh my god, look at that makeup. It's not looking good, but it was a paint over, so I don't expect too much. Plus, I can draw her again in another pose if I allow it to be, maybe in the pink series. And then the pink series, yeah, aside from that one, I have this. So I have four, technically five, but this looks like nothing. So this is good for 2 hours. I thought I was going to do an extra painting, but maybe not. Um, let me clean up a bit and I'll talk a little bit more. Then I'll sign off because I got to eat something before I head out. Yes. So yay! See, I'm social. So okay. I while I was complaining, I did make an art friend, and I not so much I forgot. I was just dealing with a bunch of crap, and then I'm a bad friend. I'm so sorry. I was busy dealing with at least 50 things and in my head, and then I was like, I forgot to add this person. I need to go on my Insta account and add them because I gotta. And then yeah, but they did understand the plight about making artist friends is quite difficult nowadays. So it's not just me thinking that, okay? There's other people that say so. Um, I think sometimes maybe they're set in their own ways, or you have to be an artist to be my friend. I don't know if that is the case, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were people like that. Like you can't be my friend unless you know any blah blah blah. Or I've made compromises for many years to accept other people that are not into art, but you can like other things or similar things that I may also like comic books or silly Simpsons references or Sanrio and cute animal mascots from Japan. I'm so down for that, obviously. But then recently, I was thinking like, my God, I've been bending over backwards, not literally, but trying to like other people's things. But when it comes to my own stuff, most of the time they're just like, oh, okay, you draw well. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And then they don't want to follow, like, not like you don't have to draw like me. Like, I even offered a few instances, like, hey, I can teach you how to draw. It's not that bad. I'm not that bright, but come on. It's free and you're my friend. And they're like, okay, now that's on you. I offer something nice out of the goodness of my freaking heart, and you're like, nah. I was like, okay, that's you then. That's not me. That's you. But anyway, yeah, I struggle with making artist friends. I don't have a problem making online friends, and they have some small level of interest in art or very little, but then other things that they are interested, either I'm not interested and I refuse to like it, or I'm not interested initially, but give me a reason to like it and I actually do. I will totally like it all the way. Cuz there was like I mentioned before, I have a Japanese friend and we have a huge age gap. She's way younger than me, but then like she got me interested in a few things. I was actually surprisingly more interested in Toy Story than I thought. I was like, okay, yeah, it's here. But then I like some of the characters a lot more because of her. And then also she brought to my attention a slice of life anime series, a very short episode series, but they have so many, called Atashin, and it's about a family that goes through everyday life and sometimes funny or annoying or everyday life things happen. And I like it a lot. It's not so out of this world, so bizarre, shonen, what's the girls version? The girls manga version. I'm sorry, I know shonen for boys. I forgot girls. My brain is tired. But I really liked how it was simple, everyday life, even if it's a bit exaggerated, but it's still pretty accurate. So she got me into that, and I really liked it a lot. Also, like some idols, I mean, actresses that were into like certain dramas. She got me into some of them too. So I like, even if I have zero interest initially, give me a reason to like it somehow, and I will get friggin' interested, invested, dare I say. So it's not impossible, but if there's something I'm like, I can only listen to in small doses, it's gonna take a while. But that doesn't mean there's 0% that I will not like it. But if I have like this feeling to it, then it's gonna take me either a while longer, or I'm most likely not gonna like the thing that you like. See, and I feel bad because they're sharing things with me that they are very passionate about, and I'm like, that's so mean. I feel awful because I wouldn't want that happening to me either. So I have to kind of improve myself a little bit more. But at the same time, I like what I like, but I can't be forced to like things, but give me a while at least to try to say, okay, maybe there's something here versus, okay, that's it. I cannot like this for the death of me. It varies. Anyway, yeah, I think that'll be it for now. I am tired as hell. Not really. I'm actually glad there is no construction work. It wasn't as bad as like the past few live streams in the daytime. Cause yesterday was like, I can't do the rolling tongue thing, but they were just like pounding away with all the power tools. It was driving me insane. I was like, gonna jump my freaking head out the window. It was that bad. Um, is there anything else I can talk about since it's like two almost? Oh wow, I'll reach the 3 hour mark. That'll be kind of interesting. Then I'll shut up. I'll leave like at 2:30 since it's at the same place I can buy food. Yeah, that's good. Other things I can talk about. Sorry, I've been talking about like hobbies and not getting along with others, always having to adjust my interests for the sake of others. But then when it comes to me, I have a hard time sharing with other people because I don't like my stuff being rejected. I don't like my stuff like, ew, what is that? You know, I've had that almost all my life, so I just don't share very often. I I know less than 5 people that actually like at least half of the things that I like. And maybe one of them I stopped talking to. And I was like, ah, fiddlesticks, you know? Anyway, okay, so I got that. Oh, right. I was going to show my card progress thing. Okay, okay. I remember that at least. And what? I had, oh, okay. Before that, I got at OK Marketplace in Japantown. I'm not going to Sanrio Puro Land anytime soon. So I might as well take advantage of rare vintage items I saw. I know it's just a container and it's a tin container. Okay, stop it. I think it's quite the interesting, very busy, detailed sort of work that I like. Well, it's a little, I guess they're trying to go for the whimsical look. But I do like there's something going on and everyone's doing their own thing and it's chaotic and cute and all that good stuff. So yeah, you have a whole bunch of characters from Sanrio, and they're just covered more or less. Like yeah, they had like a slightly older design back then. So I am really interested with older designs. Oh, welcome back. Yeah. Thanks for dropping by again. I'm just showing a few things and I'm gonna wrap it up. It's almost like 3 hours. I might as well do 3 hours and then clock on out because I need like at least a small snack and then I gotta go buy some early dinner. It's only two. I'm only gonna leave like around 2:15 or so, and I'll buy dinner like at 3 to avoid crowds, basically. Okay, what else do I got here? Then I have the oh my god, I clean my stuff and then there's crap on it. What the heck? Sorry. And oh, this has paint on it. Yeah, yeah. Just make it worse for yourself, lady. eh. Oh no, where did I put my? Oh, I have paper towel. Okay, thank you. Passed me. Ugh. Well, the good thing about this kind. Oh, is that? Please don't be a scratch. Oh my goodness, what is that? I don't know what that is. I never had these kinds of binders before, because it's. I don't like how. This is. But yeah, oh my god. Okay, I gotta move this. This is getting chaotic now. Get over yonder. Get over yonder. And put this here. And go over here. Alright. Stop it. Well, if you're new here, okay. If not, oh, I showed this like 2 times already, but here we go. Okay, yeah, yeah. If you gotta do your own thing, that's totally fine. I don't want to hold you up to whatever important stuff or other plans you gotta go. So no problem there. So this is from Webtoons. This is from Full Metal Alchemist. This is from, I think, Mudang. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I think also from Mariah Elizabeth. I'm surprised they don't have, I'm not going to say the idea, but I'm surprised they don't have a variation. But yeah, I like some of her characters, but at the same time, there's too many characters for me to make fan art for, so I just make a small select if I remember. Then, oh, this one. Yeah, I keep forgetting I did Pokemon fan art here and there, but I thought this was really cute. I like, oh my god, I remember his name. Inosuke, there you go. Sometimes if their names are too long, I'm gonna forget. And then Battle Angel, Gally, or Alita. Her two names confuse me. And then, oh my god, I forgot his name, but he's from Gaku and Babysitters. This is a really cute series, but they're a little bit too cute. But I was able to finish the series, so that's alright. Well, the anime anyway. And then we have like these tapioca. Oh my god, I love these tapioca pearls. I should probably make another one. I did another one, but I want to make another one with more pastel. Self portraits with extended forehead. Self portrait. I'm just kidding. No. Which one is the self portrait? Can you guess? I don't know. Then we have Lilo. I'm sorry, keep saying Lilo, but Stitch and Scrump. I am low key obsessed with these two, or just Scrump because they're pastel colors. Well, Stitch initially is not, but they made so many merch of him in pastel anything. I can't help but not be obsessed. What is this crap on my thing? Oh my god. How did that even get in there? Is that paint? Sorry, this is gonna bother the heck out of me, but I think there was a collab with Sanrio and maybe Tamagotchi. I'm not sure, but I thought that was the cutest little pose ever and face. Probably me when I actually have a really good night's sleep. Then we have Mars Attacks. I think recently deceased Sam Keith made this version. I love his stuff so much. It's a shame that he has left us. Rest in peace. But he makes incredible work if you look long enough. We have the Pikachu. It's just okay. It's just okay. Yeah, Blossom. I didn't make the other ones. I just because they're pink. This side, this cute little cat with the short little stubs. A naked, very naked Sphinx cat, and I like this sad little chicken nugget in a blanket. Too cute. And we are starting off with the new card series because I can't find where the heck I put these. I am disappointed in myself for not finding it's somewhere stupid in the house, but I just can't find it. So we have Opanchi Usagi. I am a fan of her very much, as shown here. Too cute, too cute. And then I have Mark Anthony from Looney Tunes. He cracks me up. I need to draw the tiny kitten because he is so expressive with that tiny itty bitty baby cat. We have Spoink. Very cute. I have an idea to make a mishmash of Spoink and Zashiki Buddha. We have here Koguma from Real Akuma. I need to fix the line art because it's kind of mushing together. Like it's too similar with the line art and the fur. And we have Sylveon, I think the name is. My first time drawing it. It's not too bad. Not too bad. And then here we have Real Woman, the main character. I can't pronounce her name. Ju Jung, I think. And then Su Sunwoo, maybe. I can't. I'm not very good with Korean names. I'm so sorry if I butchered them so hard. That's everyone else's expression when I try to say Korean names. I'm so sorry. Yes, we don't care. And that's Woody. And there's also that fat baby mouse and that tiny weird bird thing carrying it on it all the way. Then we have Jane from Daria. I tweaked her a little bit so she looks a little bit more like an actual person than a cartoon, but I still kept some of the proportions, more or less. So it's still her, but I did a much nicer one long ago. I like that one a lot more, but I just kept it simple in this case. And I just did this one last night, and I really liked how it turned out, even though it's not what I usually go for, but I like it all right. And that is it. So yeah, that is it for my little update of the Cherry Blossom cards. Hopefully this thing does not get too, oh gosh, it's so easy to get dirty. Is that why? Is that why this was cheap? Probably. I hope to find a better, I know you could just use a standard binder, but I don't like using those. It reminds me of 8th grade. So yeah, that'll be it for now. Thank you so much again for tuning in this long. It's over 3 hours. I'm gonna get something to eat a bit, and then I gotta head on out to do my errands slash takeout and my kid. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. This is Delion signing out. I am Poopadooped. Have a great day. I'm just making excuses to not log out, but I'm doing. I gotta go. So have fun, y'all. Take care. Bye bye.